That's it. What song you want to start with?
What you mean? We're gonna start at the top and run all the way down. I thought we were going to. Was she gonna play the video though? Not ready yet.
No.
We'll start at the top and run all the way down. If y'all want to stop and ask me questions about anything, you know, I think we should stop at each section before each interlude. You know what I'm saying, and kind of talk about the section that just played. So let's do that.
We live, my friend.
Yeah. Welcome to the time of your life.
Yo, Libra. I'm Miss Pat from Fair Street Bottom. Do you know how hard it is to have the odds stacked against you and flip the scale in your favor? I flip bricks and bitch niggas for what I got. Fuck that shit. I learned how to cook cocaine before I learned how to boil an egg, nigga. I used to can cook a cocaine cake like a birthday cake. Put a little baking soda, then when we stepped on it with the comeback, boy, you really came to fuck up. That's how I got my first set of Jordans. Fuck y'all laughing at? Being a legend is not about running the streets, it's about running your business.
Yeah.
Raising kids or lacing wigs, a hustler never die, baby.
Okay, 2 cent figure solitaire, don't play with me. $500,000 on my necklace, spin it blatantly. Even in this pandemic, nigga, goddamn it. I'm like, what if it again, why would I not wear it? Now start staying in Bel Air with a high pair. She suck it till it hard, then she squat down. I ain't gotta do shit, nigga, fuck how you feel, I do not care. I've been a mastermind since you was in a high chair. I was a millionaire before you had an idea. I keep my head on the swivel, peep the side mirror. The penthouse top floor, I reside there. Everybody get it, that in my prayer. But I know everyone can't make it and it not fair. It low at the top, but you can't beat the view, I swear. Ain't no comparison, thought it just embarrassing. Worth 150 now, I'm gon' quadruple that. Look at we control the culture, got the proof for that. Activating movements, I'm the truth of that. Know how to multiply my assets, ain't no stupid cat. Every day I'm waking up and doing deals. Buying when it low, when it get high, I sell. If I go crazy, sorry, that's just how I am. Think I got post-traumatic stress for years of getting active. Paranoid, think everybody gunning at me. I could be slightly schizophrenic, but don't nobody panic. If you ain't come up how I did, you wouldn't understand it. Assaulting the police, caught a case in Temple. I bonded out and did the show, act like it never happened. When I look back on all that shit, I ain't got no regret. Just all the lesson, wouldn't believe we really did that shit. If I ain't live it, stay true to you, you can make a killing. Okay, listen, to being it in the bullshit, ain't no fucking feelings. Spend 100,000 at my fucking dentist. Look, on a building, Starbucks in my fucking tenant. Yeah, blow Viola cannabis on some Atlanta shit. Yeah, you had I'm a candlestick, put you on channel sit. Yeah, you can't challenge this. Rose above the challenge it. Tightrope walking 20 years, I ain't lost my balance shit. Yeah, king, bitch.
20 years and you still rocking, nigga. Ain't nothing get old. I only see gray hair on you. What you using just for men? Nigga, you my favorite motherfucking rapper. Now I wanted to suck Ice Cube titty, but I always liked you. You ain't sexy to me, that nigga Ice Cube ain't sexy, but you my favorite motherfucking rapper, Tip. You the baddest motherfucker in Atlanta, I can tell you that.
88 gang. Yeah. You know what the fuck going on, nigga. Yeah. King in this bitch. Yeah. Self no substitution.
Hey, why me that pipe him up, bro?
I ain't never did shit small. All a nigga know a big ball. Fuck a nigga get pissed off. They'll holler like a hit dog. Ain't nobody do it like this. Don't nobody do it like King. Yeah. The bigger my city done seen. Anything else I've seen. Well, you know a K-I-N-G, you a P-E-on next to me. It'll be E-on for you, Z. The he on the same thing I be on. Couldn't shine about it with your name of a Neil. I'm turned way beyond. Bentley full of bitches off of Parts Day Leon. Let them throw it on the really. Boy, you better chill it before I hit you in your left eye. Put that on T-on. All I done is all I know. Represent dope boy, kick down dope. Most of y'all niggas wouldn't have a chance right now. Rubber band man, then dominate no fall. Let me sell my blow and evade popo. Now I'm doing big business. Can't no mortgage. Buy a big building. Hand full clothes. More money, more problem, boy, your ass show told it. I ain't never did shit small. All a nigga know a big ball. Fuck a nigga get pissed off. They'll holler like a hit dog. Ain't nobody do it like this. Don't nobody do it like King. Yeah. The bigger my city done seen. Anything else I've seen.
Hey, I ain't never did shit, live that with all due respect to the other side. Yeah, you folk niggas
money, but they hoes you can catch with them other guys. Since a little bitch got respect, hell nah, I ain't talking about a little bit. Never fuck a nigga for a check, come with too many problem, baby mamas and the niggas come with little dick. Any bitch coming after me, just a little bitch, knock out, big dog, never did shit small. Body go, same hoe talking in the group chat, worry about my old shit, bitch, this a new rack. Ride to the top, I move on, knock out, 2 words, boss bitch, attitude, talk shit, new spot, renovate, pussy smell rich, first smile when I piss y'all out. Couldn't thought bitch fell off, I ain't never did shit small, all the bitch know is big ball. Fuck a bitch, get pissed off, she gon' holler like a hit dog. I ain't worried about y'all hoes. Don't nobody do it like Toe. Bras bitch out my city. Can't another bitch fuck with little bitch.
Yeah.
D.Y. crazy.
You young G's ain't OGs, no. That chop it up. I let it ring. You know that I mean. I don't drink green. I need my green. Let's go. I just want come on up what? Her face and her spleen. I just want let it be what? Let it be ring.
When shit get wrong, you can't go right. Now I've been known to get shit blown about a proportion, but I'm on sight. Be careful with your body, put that on ice. I'm not gon' tweet, I'm not gon' type. Whatever you say, okay, alright. You pick your fate, you pay your price. Just know I do not play. Alright, alright.
I sit in the guard. My dog like Dogg. They pull up in charge. I'm riding at 10 speed. It's hard to pull out the rush. It's dogs, I'm fucking your daughter. They twins, I'm Mr. Rogers.
Now this is Apollo with $100,000 in the trunk. They talk shit, we follow them punks. They crowd that line, everybody getting done. Fast forward 25 years and I grew up. Nigga talk shit, don't do shit to her. Press that line and your string get pulled. Got a problem, bring it to her. Just don't be so immature.
I let it ring. You know that I mean. I don't drink green. I need my green. Let's go. I just want come on up what? Her face and her spleen. I just want let it be what? Let it be ring.
When shit get wrong, you can't go right. Now I've been known to get shit blown about a proportion, but I'm on sight. Be careful with your body, put that on ice. I'm not gon' tweet, I'm not gon' type. Whatever you say, okay, alright. You pick your fate, you pay your price. Just know I do not play. Alright, alright.
On sight, don't blame it on Sprite, don't blame it on ice, don't blame it on drink. I took a little X, I fuck on my ex. I did a little wrong, I'm making it right. But where did he go? He ran that back, he must ran track. I splat his back. I got wall wounds under my tats. I got a few bloods, they all say slack. I got a few crips, they all on neck. I buzz on her lips, I'm not her back. That's not my bitch, that's not my neck. I'm just her pimp, I'm not her dad. The cops pull me over, they smelt my threats. It's not my gag, but them my racks. And them my lures, and them my slacks. And this my car, and that's my bitch.
Ain't none of my concern, keep me out of that shit, nigga. All on my dick, tryna follow my bitch. If you catch me in Vegas, I'ma catch a new cake. 50 nigga, which I'ma be in your face. Nigga think shit is game, bitch, his ass get stale. 19 in the club, his ass get hand. Best case scenario, get your ass kicked, man. Worst case, end up in a plastic bag. Yeah. We don't order, there is chaos. Never let them handle nigga. Motherfucking player, I do it like in Atlanta, nigga. You do that shit for IG and the fucking camera. You won't be happy till someone teach you some fucking math. Shit get wrong, can't go right. Now I've been known to get shit blown about a proportion, but I'm on sight. Be careful with your body, put that on ice. I'm not gon' tweet, I'm not gon' type. Whatever you say, okay, alright. You pick your fate, you pay your price. Just know I do not play. Alright, alright.
I let it ring. You know that I mean. I don't drink green. I need my green. Let's go. I just want come on up what? Her face and her spleen. I just want let it be what? Let it be ring.
You know what the fuck going on with us, man.
Okay.
All right.
So there were the first 3 songs off of the project, man.
We got a question from Kayla.
Who has a
Yes.
question?
I have a question. My name is Kayla Welcher. Huh?
Okay, there you are.
Oh, yeah, here I am.
Okay.
So, my first question is, when did you start on this project and what was your passion?
Those are very tough questions, Kayla. Okay, so when I started on the project is probably the day after the Dime Trap came out. I'm constantly just making music. I stay surrounded by talented people. I stay in the studio, and I'm always going through things that I have very strong opinions about. And usually those opinions, those experiences, they lead me to making music incoherently. Like, it's not like I just intend to say, okay, look, I'm gonna go make a song about what happened today. I'm always around producers, musicians, other artists. And I always find my way in a studio, you know what I mean? And if I went through something today and I'm in the studio and a dope beat on, my instinctive reaction is, let me go lay this shit down. You know what I'm saying? And just in doing that over time so much, I accumulated records that were both kind of, I guess, articulate and distinct about my opinion of the experiences that I've had in recent history. You know what I mean? Let's say since the last time I walked in the studio, if I ain't been in the studio for 3-4 days, then the things that I experience in those 3 or 4 days, my opinion of them, whether that happens in the news, whether that's, you know, in conversation with my partners, things I'm going through with my wife, things I experience with my kids, you know what I mean? Like those things all have, they hold weight. So when I go in to create and I'm thinking of what to say, first of all, I'm thinking of what do I care about? You don't want to just be in there talking about some shit you don't even care about. You know what I mean? So what do I care about? I care about, you know, like what's the most important thing to me on my mind right now? Like if you ask me, like right now, what am I care about making sure this album is presented the way it's supposed to be. So if I go, you know what I mean? So if I go in there and I'm doing a song today, it's gonna probably be about efficiency and, you know, how everybody got to play their part to make sure you accomplish your goals and to achieve your tasks. You know what I mean? That's just the process. I can't explain it no better than that.
Okay, well,
what was the other question? It was a second one too. It was a second one. It was a second one.
I was asking you where you got your passion for this project. You kind of touched on it, but you could expand more.
That's an easy answer. Just life. Just life. Anybody else have a question?
You want to do questions? You want to go back to songs?
If anyone else has a question, we can. I'll answer another question. And
Nikki has a question.
Okay, Nikki.
Nikki is next up. Let me unmute Nikki. Hold on 1 second.
Give me time to find Nikki. Is it Nikki or Nicole? No, Nikki. Okay, Nikki.
Hey, Tia, how you doing today? Well, tonight.
It's all good.
Yes, so I have a question. I just want to just give you your praises while you're here with us. I mean, you're one of the biggest mogul of our times, and you did so much for us. Billboard, time after time, clothing design, businessman. And I just want to know, what advice will you give somebody that's pushing forward with the community, with the culture, and want to get other people on your level? When I say other people, I mean like youth. Show them other things they can be besides being in the trap and have that business mind like you do.
Now, let me just make sure that I can understand the question.
Okay.
In totality before I try to answer. Now, you talking about what's my advice for you? Is this a philanthropic effort? Like this is something you're trying to do like as a charity or as like giving back to the community? Or are you talking about like trying to incorporate business?
Well, no. So not charity, but just doing for the community, showing kids how they can be better and exposing them to more things. So giving them guidance, giving them knowledge.
Okay. I tell you what.
You try to get through to the music, but sometimes they got to see other things. So
I tell you what. Okay. Anytime you got to find an ability to relate. You got to have an ability to relate to whoever it is you're trying to get through. You got to understand what they're going through, why they feel how they feel, and then you have to show that you feel the same way in some capacity, even though you may disagree with how they're going about it. I still feel what you feel. You know what I mean? You got to make that connection first. You know what I mean? And once you do that, then you lead by example. You know what I mean? Right. You lead, like they gonna learn what they should be doing by watching what you do, even when they don't let you know that they're watching what you do. Like they just see, if you tell somebody don't smoke cigarettes and you know they see you smoking cigarettes, they gonna keep smoking cigarettes. They're gonna ask you for a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? So you got to lead by example too, and also you got to be patient. You know what I mean? You gotta be patient because everybody don't. Bad habits ain't broke in one day because they weren't developed in one day. You know what I mean? So we all have to be like realistic in our expectations and patient with one another as we evolve together. You know what I mean? We all on the earth sharing air. We all share air. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. We under the same moon. If that motherfucker real, you know what I mean? Like we all on the same ball of dirt. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, find ways to. I think we should focus more on the things that bring us together, the things we have in common, rather than kind of just continuing to argue about the things that separate us, the things that make us, different. And the more we be able to do that, I think the further off and the further along we'll be. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. Just build as you climb and just keep looking out for others and be more.
Yeah, I think as long as your intentions are pure, the universe is gonna continue. You putting out that energy, the universe is gonna continue to give. It's gonna send the things that you need to accomplish your task. It's gonna send it to you. We already have everything we need under our nose, within our grasp to get to everywhere we want to be in life. We already have it. It's already there. We just got to figure out of the things that are around us, which of these tools do we use to get where we going? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's already there. You did. I got signed by my cousin introducing me to DJ Toon, who introduced me to Jason Jeter, who was an intern at a studio, who brought me to the studio and introduced me to a group called PA. One of the members in that group name was KP. He had an A&R job at LaFace. He sent me to LA and I kind of was prepared for the opportunity with my skill, got that, and I ain't looked back. So everything you want in life, tools to get there, the map, the GPS, that shit already there. You just got to be aware and recognize the energy.
All right. Thank you. And thank you for your energy.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Shit. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me, for taking your time out and sharing this moment with us. Now, the next record we have is Pardon. Okay, so first of all, if you'd like to talk about one of the first three, we should do that. You know what I mean? Anybody have anything that you want, any questions, comments, criticisms? Miguel and Eric Drake.
Okay, what's happening, man?
What's going on, G?
I want to say I appreciate you, man. I'm the day 4 stimulus package winner, so I really appreciate that, man.
Right on, man. Salute, Miguel.
Appreciate it, man. Question.
Who else here from the stimulus? From the Libra stimulus package? I'm sorry not to cut y'all, Miguel. Who else is here from the Libra stimulus package? Who else here are winners of the? Just Miguel? Okay, turn up. So what you were saying? Out.
The question is, what's your writing process like for when you did Libra? Was it different to any other albums that you've written before?
Man, you know what? I used to be in a place where I would only so but I'm serious. I only wrote things down. I always wrote. My method was writing. Yeah. And then after I'm serious, from trap music down, I began to not write anymore. I lost I guess what I would call the database of all my raps and verses and songs that I had, concepts. I had a real meticulous. I thought was a few album titles, concepts, songs and stuff, and I lost it. And after I lost it, I was like, man, I'm not doing another one. So then I started just not writing, going in and just, saying what I feel. And I did that from trap music up till T.I. versus T.I.P. after T.I. versus T.I.P., me and my partner Phil, me and Big Phil, before he died, we were talking about, this was actually while we were making the King album. So while we were making the King album, me and Phil was talking about the idea of doing a project where I only write shit down again. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about it, we laughed about it, I thought about it, and then he died. And I did T.I. versus T.I.P. That was really like a big therapy session for me. But after T.I. versus T.I.P., I kind of said, you know what? I'm going to do that album that me and Phil were talking about. I'm going to call it Paper Trail, right? And so that's what I did. Every song on Paper Trail, I wrote down, you know what I mean? And actually, the book that I wrote songs in is, and you know, it's in the exhibit at the Trap Music Museum. So, and after Paper Trail, I put the paper back down. Oh. And then when I was in prison, I was writing stuff down. So when I came home, I had stuff that I had wrote down then. But then I heard some beats and I could come up with the lyrics before I could actually get to write it down. So I just go in there and do it. So now it's just kind of, it depends. It just depends on what I feel. If I come up with it instantly, I'm gonna go in there and lay it down off the top of my head. But if it's something that's kind of like meticulous in detail, and I want to get down to, you know what I'm saying, some real, I want to get into the minutia, then I write it down. And then sometimes if I'm not at the studio and I come up with stuff, I write it down so I don't forget it.
Okay.
So this one was split. Some of them I did off the dome, and some of them I wrote down. Like one of them I did off the dome is number 2, Hit Dog Holla. I just went in there and did that.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? I just went in there and I just spazzed through that. And the first one, the intro, spazzed through that. If you want me to, I'll point at you when we reach some material that I had to write down on paper.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, bet.
Salute.
All right, so this next one is Pardon. It features Lil Baby. This video is out right now everywhere, man, where you go and stream your videos. And this song is out right now everywhere you go and stream your music. It was real dope to be able to connect with Cuz, because I feel like we represent kind of like the same things or very similar things within our generation. I know him. I know him outside. I know him outside of music as far as like where he from and who he related to, and I know he come from real solid people. He come from solid people. He have a solid background, and the music that he make is a reflection of that, and I respect that because that's what I represented. So it was great to be able to kind of like, you know, for us to come together on this.
Genius.
Get back. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they be misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, tone carbon with young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout out, try to take a nigga solo away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in the Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they be misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, tone carbon with them young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout out, try to take a nigga solo away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race, swerving in an Aston Martin. Well, if I may speak freely, we gon' get a bag if we need it. Bust it down, flip it, repeat it. Suck a big greedy. We were never playing in the game. If it was, but we lost, we cheated. Holla, they ain't made a game, you can play on me. I just be praying for these niggas that they pray on me. They got another thing coming home and they gon' see. I got the blessing of an angel every day on me. Okay, cherry. Nigga used to have me where I'm from, tell them bank here, nigga, but the earth my turf. Word, wonder what's up under my shirt. Wonder why I ain't getting served. Nigga tip been solid. Speaker gets a name in the hood and you will get slapped out by the ass strap side wallet. But moments in the past, it made me who I am, that's why I don't run from it. Keep it 100. Anyone don't like it, then fuck them. Get a little money, then double, level. Can't wait for selling weed in the envelope. To Puff Daddy standing with me and Chinchilla. Roll rubber band man. Made 100 mil off of 50 grand man. But goddamn, my suggestion is you follow your dreams in this bitch. Put your heart in this shit, you bound to get rid, no cap. Heard somebody said I want pop. Whatever misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, tone carbon with young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga solo away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon. Heard somebody said I want pop. Whatever misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, tone carbon with them young niggas shooting like hard. Nigga, beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga solo away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin.
I just want $2 million worth of jury to an interview. I got people asking me what the fuck they got into you. I didn't put it all on the line, I knew that the rent was due. Had to go and get it, no tripping it with no handout. Corner store got hot, we start selling them at my man house. We ain't never had nothing, stay pulling bands out. I been running it up and I heard he ran out. Know these pussy niggas wish you should've found out. It won't, how you make a gun going safety? It don't, you that young turn nigga baby for shit show. Never in my feelings about a bra, she can hit bro. Red inside, rose truck, call it big boat. Heard a nigga say he want smoke. Switch on my clip on my pole, had to add a little more. I ain't really off for no argument. Niggas say he gon' do what, bitch, beg your pardon.
Heard somebody said I want pop. Whatever misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, tone carbon with young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga solo away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon. Heard somebody said I want pop. Whatever misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, tone carbon with them young niggas shooting like hard. Nigga, beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga solo away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Shut up, suck a nigga, get up. Crazy in your head, thinking you can get a head up. Foreign, automotives all in my lawn. God, did this shit so long, getting bored. Tap to the culture, made a motherfucking lifestyle. Shout out to my nigga doing trap music right. You know we ain't with the hype. Mean on the mic, get the switching out of Queen, Jadakiss, what we like. I'm a king, done my thing from the green to the white. When you finna with opinions, I got 4 or 5 classics. Say I ain't the shit, that nigga must be dipping acid. Fuck what all mother nigga doing, all I know it keep going. Start getting money, enjoy it. Start selling crack for employment. Make it out of Georgia. That one nigga only intent, get them suckers out the way and get rich. Blocking my pal, bought for the car, start barking like my nigga DMX in this bitch. I'm a vet at this shit, and all I ever been was authentic. 20 years I've been handling my business. Getting my bag, stacking my penny, buying everything on the west side of the city. Cause that why all the niggas don't play about tilt. So what I care about what you got to say about tilt, nigga, beg your pardon. I came in the game, putting these buzzers in check. Got a problem with it, good luck with that. Okay, I earned my stripes, I'm tried and true. If you hanging with a op nigga, fuck you too, that's on the hood. Nigga, that's on the hood. Okay, still get paid off rap, you see. Did my deal like Master P. Hey, listen, all my gab be back, you see. Killing this shit, did no casualty. Okay, built my empire gradually. Used to keep white like ash and need. In the comparison, you better do it carefully. Cause still mention they name just after me. Whenever try who I am to be whatever you are. We gon' get some understanding before I go in your job. Ain't gotta ask no one about you, already knowing you flaw. You get in front of police and tell them whatever you saw. One thing about it, bitch, we all gon' keep on rolling until the forward motion regret. That when it bring up your bed, that when the pressure get applied, nigga die for respect. Your ego big as a giant, you trying to keep him in check. Good luck with that. Came in the game, putting these buzzers in check. Got a problem with it, good luck with that. Okay, I earned my stripes, I'm tried and true. If you hanging with a op nigga, fuck you too, that's on the hood. Nigga, that's on the hood.
Laws changing nigga lyrics, guess I'm finally famous. 500K in jury, bitch, I finally made it. Still swapping out the 20s right on 6 and Davis. $250,000 cash dash, bro, them shit got raided. Still yelling, free my neighbors. Enough for us to lead the nation. Fuck it up, we need to save it. Back to us, I need the paper. Hit me up, you need a favor from me. I still get the truckload. Young dog been betrayed, it's hard to trust hoes. I might swap it out with tip up to my buff song. Lock in with the custos. Top 10 for a month long, dropping for a run. Both still copping with the back end. Hey, we could new 200. I might need to grab 10.
I came in the game, putting these buzzers a chick. Got a problem with it, good luck with that. Okay, I earned my stripes, I'm tried and true. If you hanging with a op nigga, fuck you too. That's on the hood. Nigga, that's on the hood.
Gangland, Hell Gang Mozzy, one up top Aki, nigga. I don't fuck with suckers and niggas that do. My brother fuck with suckers, word to mother, he getting it too. Share your location when you post and I'm sending them through. Talk about them corners you be posting, we been in them too. Whoever ain't no child of these trenches is just a recruit. Blew them out the trap, niggas stupid, these bitches ain't boo. Hang with them, get hung with them, fuck niggas, no love for them. I just bought a new drum for them, I ain't bringing up what I done for them. You ain't G enough to come pluck something, nigga, shut up. Shut up. I remain calm under pressure when niggas was one up. Oh God. We get the up on them, nigga, up something when you run up. Hey, I got a phone call about ceasefire and I hung up. Why do your name keep being brung up? Paperwork being dug up. You ever told on one of your brothers, you niggas is suckers. So why do your name keep being brung up? Paperwork being dug up. You ever told on one of your brothers, you niggas is suckers.
I came in the game, putting these buzzers a chick. Got a problem with it, good luck with that. Okay, I earned my stripes, I'm tried and true. If you hanging with a op nigga, fuck you too. That's on the hood.
Oh shit, I used to sell dope and get money. You know I told you a nigga shot me in my tit and blew my nip off.
Nigga, that's on the hood.
You need 2 nipples to balance. Bitch, mind your business, my equilibrium is off.
Mid-pack crazy as hell, man.
Erica's up next with the question.
Erica, you have a question? Oh, Eric, my bad, bad, bro.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good, man. Chill, what's going on, bro?
What's that? It?
Man, first and foremost, I gotta say, you know, I grew up on everything that you put out, you know, from trap music, you know what I'm saying, to being in parties, you know, folks fighting that you don't know me, you feel me?
Damn,
great. You know, we go back.
Hey, man, I'm glad you here.
Yeah, me too, man. And I meant to ask this question earlier, but it was in regards to the Thug record that you got on this project. You know, that Joker's a monster, right? And historically, y'all have had like really good chemistry, and you know, they even kind of broaden the question to like other collaborators of yours, but specifically the Thug. You know, kind of what do you think it is to where like y'all's musical energy, you know, is so aligned, and like kind of what goes into the collaboration process for you, like when you know like you got a good collab, you know what I mean, when you know like someone kind of like didn't, you know, really take their time with it, if that's ever happened, you know what I mean, like kind of how does that process go for you, and then specifically with Thug, you know, how does that work out?
Okay, let me see. You want me to talk about specifically just my experience with Slime, or you saying like in generally?
I mean, a little bit of both, you know, but yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so my experience with Slime, man, we partners. That's like my little brother. Like, and I've known him. I mean, okay, so a little kid that he ain't a little kid, now he a grown man, but young man that I kind of like raised, you know, his name is Roscoe, Pee Wee Roscoe. And he a kid kind of ran up on me at the gas station when he was 10 years old, and I might have been 24 years old or something like that. And so he one of those, yo, what you doing out here, man, with your mama little kids? You dig what I'm saying? And he asked me, say, and it was a weekday. He said, I want to go with you, T.I. Oh, you T.I., right? I want to go with you, man. I said, man, where's your mama? He said, she down there. You know what I mean? But he was like a kid that you couldn't help but love at the same time. But you bad as hell, you know what I mean? And I left him there, and next time I seen him was in the parking lot at Magic City, and he was with Big Meech and BML. You know what I'm saying? And he just kind of like made his way around, whether he was with me, Then for months he'll be with BMF. Then for months he'll be with Allen Iverson. For months he'll be with Mayweather. Or, you know what I'm saying? He just always just kept himself moving around. And let's cut to when I met Thug. So the first time I met Thug, I ran into Pee Wee and he was like, "Hey, bro, this the future. Telling you right now. This is who it is." I said, "Yeah, let's see." You know what I mean? But I was really at the loop because I had been to prison. I ain't know what was going on for real. So I'm coming back looking for, you know, instructions and guidance. And the first time we walked in the studio together is the day we did About the Money. The first song we did, first beat we chose was About the Money. You know what I mean? That's always been, you know, that's always been our MO. We get in there, we get that shit done. We go, you know what I mean? We go the fuck out. He always impressed me and he say I impress him. So when we go in that motherfucker, it's just for the purpose of going the fuck off. And I feel like with him being so different, he's so far over here, I'm so far over there. Like we allow each other to kind of drift into each other's lanes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I feel comfortable moving. I feel comfortable trying new things and doing other shit. You know what I mean? Like the conformity of the structure of the song is thrown out the window. Yeah. Fuck the structure of a song. Fuck 16 bars and 8-bar hooks and 4-bar bridges. I don't care nothing about that. We just gonna do this shit and as long as it's dope, we gonna rock it out like that. And that's what he does. And he kind of made me feel more comfortable doing that. So I don't know how you gotta ask him how he feel about his end of the spectrum, but that's how I feel.
Got you. I'll have to get another one of these contests for that. But definitely appreciate you for that, man. And you know, definitely your whole contribution over the last 20 plus years. You know, as someone that grew up on that from Nashville, Tennessee, you know, so right up the road, you know, it's special and it means a lot to us and to the culture. So definitely appreciate you.
Man, thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot that you dedicate your time and attention, because you can listen to anything. You did. It's so much shit out there. 60,000 songs a day come out. It's so much shit out there. You can listen to anything. You could be listening to anything. You could be logged on to anywhere. So for you to dedicate your time and attention to the shit I got going on, I appreciate that.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't care. Y'all got another question?
Yeah.
Robin.
I have a question.
It's Robin?
Robin. Yes, hi. Hi, it's Robin. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. Well, a lot actually. Thanks to you. There was a line in Pardon that really stuck out to me, and it's something that remains curious for someone like yourself who's been able to maintain a level consistently every time you drop. Doing this shit so long is starting to get boring. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious of because we never feel that way. I'm speaking on behalf of people, but I never feel that way when I listen to you, and I want to know what continues to fuel you. You know, you're at the top. You've had it on lock for continuous years. What's your fuel in the midst of what could be getting boring?
Well, I mean, when I say it's getting boring, I think that the monotony of the industry, like if I go about the traditional methods of what it takes to be successful and gain traction in this industry, and I'm more focused on success than I am on elevating my art, it does get boring. That's why I stopped doing, I ain't stopped, but I stopped even like worrying about putting albums out. The last album I had, Dime Trap, that album, like we put that out because it was the 15th anniversary of trap music. Had it not been for the 15th anniversary of trap music, I wouldn't have put an album out. I'm glad we did, but it's just, how can I say this? The rap game now to me feels like okay, what if, okay, so we know the process that it takes to get into the NBA right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know you gotta be good, improve yourself up through middle school, high school, go to college. Unless you are exceptional, then you go straight to the NBA. Or now you at least got to go through 1 year of college, then you go to the NBA. You know what? But the NBA is the standard. That's what they have a standard of what it takes for you to be labeled a professional. And if you show them you good enough, then you're a professional. And then if you get into that profession and you win a ring, then you're a champion, so on and so forth. Okay, imagine if the NBA said, who's the best in this arena right now? Come down here to the court. We're gonna let you play against LeBron James. Like, a lot of people in the NBA will be like, I don't want to do this shit. They didn't go through what I went through. They never, I can't, nope, I can't do it. That's what the rap game feel like to me right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If they would have opened the arenas during the game and just let anybody who felt like they were good come out there and try and play. And that's, my skill set too high. I done spent too much of my time doing this shit. I got too much respect for the integrity of my art. But sometimes motherfuckers really be dope now. And you know what I'm saying? So you got it's a balance. Yeah. It's a balance. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to walk that tightrope of when you're not good enough and you ain't ready, or you ain't went through the necessary steps, but you have an exceptional gift that requires for us to make an exception. So let's, you know what I mean? And that's some shit that I just had to learn, and I had to grow with the game and evolve with the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you are amazing at your craft, and thank you for continuing to share it with us.
Thank you, Robin, for continuing to listen.
Mm-hmm.
This shit don't mean nothing. You don't listen to it. Because all these songs I done had for at least 18 months, some 2 years. The third song, we did that record a year and a half ago, probably. And I just didn't put it out. I was just like, I was happy to have it and listen to it and enjoy it with me and my friends. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of these records that you'll hear throughout the night, that's how they were. Most of these records are months at least and years at most old. And it's just people just continuing to bombard me with, man, when you putting that shit out? When you putting that shit out? You better put that shit out, man. I need to hear that shit. You know what I mean? My niece, Kamaya, she is one of the most vigilant pursuers of my music. Play that shit for me again. But you know what I mean? She'll come to people come to the studio just to hear music because they know I ain't gonna put it out. So now here we are. You guys can enjoy it, and I'm glad to see that you actually do.
Thank you, Kamaya. Keep pushing it.
Okay, so all right, we're gonna get into the next record. So this next record of this portion of the album. So I want to explain it. The album to me feels like 3 projects put together, right? And that's kind of, I think that's a reflection of the characteristics of my sign. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just diverse kind of all over the place. You know what I mean? That's why we the scales. So this particular portion of the album is kind of like trap music, traditional, evolved though. You dig? And a part of trap music, you know, is the dope boy's interaction with his significant other, his, you know what I'm saying, his lady of choice. And you know, the original trap music album, it had songs like Let's Get Away and I Can't Be Your, I Wanna Be Your Man. So for this section, I felt like that that vibe was imperative. And I had the pleasure of doing it with Jeremih and Snoop Dogg. You dig? And I just think it's dope. Now, we're going to speak again after this record if you have any questions about this record in particular. But after this, we're going to switch gears and we're going to head into another vibe of the album. But let's hear this. This is called Moon Juice.
Hit back.
Right now, sound.
Oh, you know what I wanna do. Try to take you over the moon. I just want a sip of the juice, yeah. Oh, you know what I wanna do. Try to take you over the moon. I just want a sip of the juice, yeah, yeah. It's up, babe, perfect timing. Shawty body like a wine glass. 5'3" with your finesse. You get better as the time pass. 1, 4, 3, you done locked it up. Put them panties to the side, had to mop it up. Tell your lame ass nigga he ain't stopping us. Double C's, Louis V, had to cop you something. Culling out rolls. Girl, you dropped it and I drop it. Whatever to get you alone. Can you say my name like it's a topic? Oh, yeah. You know what I wanna do. Try to take you over the moon. I just wanna sip of the juice, yeah. Ooh, you know what I wanna do. Tryna take you over the moon. Yeah. I just wanna sip of the juice.
Soon as I open my mouth, they know I'm from Atlanta. Where every nigga got a fountain. My Audemars extenders on their hammer. Stay away from paparazzi cameras. I'm old school, I'm a dope boy, baby. I ain't never been a scammer. Rain my antenna, smooth like a player do. 200,000 for a bag full of residue. Me tuck my tail, I ain't gon' never do. Just better know my youngins ain't gon' hesitate when I let them loose. They ain't got nothing to do with what I'm telling you. Take my number, make me make myself available. I take you somewhere off the grid, be untraceable. Introduce you to a vibe irreplaceable. King.
Oh, yeah. You know what I wanna do. Try to take you over the moon. I just wanna sip of the juice, yeah. Oh, you know what I wanna do. Try to take you over the moon. I just wanna sip of the juice, yeah, yeah.
I know you probably never gon' see like. You never had a nigga from the hood with that D like. California, baby, so you know just what we like. Walk that, talk that, nigga, that G-Live. Trunk full of gas, usually in my backpack. Run up on the dog and I rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. 7 Deuce Caprice, the paint job's a beast. Cruising through the city with your mama or your niece. On the east side, we ride the most. Pick and roll, then we slide the post. Stay fly, but ride with toast. You better recognize Jeremih and T.I.P. We collectivize, rectify, outstanding, premeditated, never reprimanded. In a mask looking like a bandit. Jetting in my jet to another planet. That's how I planned it. Off we go. Cause you got what I want. So I'm giving you what you need. So stop playing with me. Get in with a boss and buckle up. Cause we about to take off. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. You know what I wanna do. Try to take you over the moon. I just wanna sip of the juice, yeah. Oh, you know what I wanna do. Try to take you over the moon. I just wanna sip of the juice, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that was Moon Juice. What's up, Nicole?
Hello.
What's happening? How you doing?
Sorry. I was just wondering, what was your favorite collaboration on this album?
The one with my son.
With your son? Okay.
Yeah, the one with my son.
Which one was that? What was the name of the song?
It's called Family Connect. It's called Family Connect. It's probably about 5 songs down. Yeah.
Pretty proud of them, aren't you?
That was my favorite collaboration ever.
Good. Why is that? Is it because it's your son?
It's my favorite song ever. It's my favorite song. I've never picked a favorite song before. People usually ask me, and I tell them they're all my children, but they've never ever had my children. like on the song. And then it's like so I'll talk about it now, but we're gonna have to speak about it later. So my oldest son, Messiah, produced the track.
Oh, okay.
And me and Domani are performing on that track. So that's my favorite song ever.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Keith, what's up? Hey, you got your mic muted. You got your mic muted. Scroll. There you go.
Yeah, man. What's up with you, man?
What's happening, G?
I've been rocking with you since I'm serious, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember that drop down in back in '98, and I was down at FAM, and you know, Robin, she could probably attest to it.
No, pause. Wait a minute. Wait, nope, not '98.
Well, I mean '99. You know what I'm saying?
Stop. Nope. I'm serious. 2001. People always try to put me in with the '90s crew, and I am raised by and get under the tutelage of the '90s crew. But I was selling dope in the '90s. I didn't make my way to music to do nothing. It wasn't no features, it wasn't no videos, it wasn't no nothing until 2000. The 99 Source Awards was my first introduction. That was my first time at the trap and in the music business. The 99 Source Award. So you'll catch a freestyle of me with Goody Mob, and I think Big Boy were there, on a bus, on a tour bus with Big Les and Joe Claire for Rapsody. You'll catch that, and that came out in '99. But that's the only thing that I did or had documented in '99. I'm serious came out in 2001. But that cool though. But what about it?
Hey, well, you know better than me because you were doing it. But you know, college, we had a lot of fun down there.
Dates is with events. I associate all of my dates with the events that I know. You know what I mean? Like the album. I'm serious. 2001. That's an easy one. October 2001. Source Award, summer of '99. You see what I'm saying? So of course I could get hazy anytime in between there about things that happen, but I know these things. Like how about motherfucking Never Scared? There's a date that was released. We can Google it. You know, certain shit that I just kind of know based on the events that I can reference back to.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But fam,
you know what I'm saying? Like
2001. What was going on?
2001. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta was deep down there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when Pastor Troy came out, then you came out. It's like, you know, it gave us a reason to represent in the club, make our presence felt, you know, stuff like that.
You from Atlanta? You know, you from the city?
Yeah, I'm from it. For sure. Stewart Avenue. You know what I'm saying?
You dig what I'm saying? Zone 3.
Yeah. Zone 3, right down the street from Screaming Wheels. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And,
okay.
And that's, you know, like the first 3 songs, you know what I'm saying, put me in that mood where you want to just kind of like, you know, ride by 559, you know what I'm saying? Just
make you feel at home, don't it?
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like one of your probably your most slept on songs for folks that's not from Atlanta is probably Air Force Ones, you know, off your mixtape.
Air Forces. You know my Air Forces. It was supposed to be like a nod to my Adidas, my Air Forces. Walk through the hood at night, but feel off. I mean, you know what happened? Why that shit why I ain't press it? Like I was producing at the time, and this really what got me off of being a producer, to be honest. It was me against the machine.
Trying to get that clearance.
Nah, fuck no, that wasn't it. It was me against the machine, the drum machine. At that time, you had a zip drive, and then you had there were no computers for real, not you like the board where you push the levers, it was a computer kind of built in it, and we recorded our vocals into there. This is before Pro Tools. And long story short, I produced a bunch, same thing that happened with the rap book. I produced a bunch of shit, and I had some shit that at the time I was producing in the 3rd bedroom in me and Jason Jeter's apartment. And I produce a beat, and then when I produce a beat, I have to, instead of tracking it out on Pro Tools, I have to download it onto this zip drive, put it in a sequence, download it onto a zip drive until I can get to a studio, separate the beats on the reel to reel and all that old whack ass shit. So I had shit that I did at the crib. I had rhymes written to it, beats made for it, just need to get in the studio and lay it down. Or I need to actually get here and set the mic up the way I can record the shit. Big Country, fuck my motherfucking, something happened with my zip drive. He erased all my shit. You hear me? So now, fuck, man, just fuck the shit altogether. I'm done, man. I'm through. I don't want to make no more beats. I'm just rapping now. Now I'm just rapping. And then, like, as technology kind of evolved, motherfuckers, like, I still have the trauma of that, you know, of that moment with me, because My Air Forces, I thought that was a big ass record. And then when I did My Air Forces before Nelly did,
right, exactly,
Give Me Two Pair. You see what I'm saying? I feel like I had that shit.
Yeah,
I was on to something, I knew it.
Yeah.
And then because of my blunder, because of this kerfuffle, now, you know, Nelly, rightfully so, you know, he great minds think alike, and he actually executed his much better than I did. And that, you know, that success went, you know, and all of these things kind of led me down different paths and led me into different epiphanies, which ultimately led me to where I am here today. I forgot what the fuck the question was for real.
But now I'll just let you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think, you know, like that's probably one of your most slept on songs personally.
Thank you.
Just been kind of, you know, tracking you through your career, you know what I'm saying? You were a true, you know, in my eyes, a true student and connoisseur of the game. You have a lot of respect for it. And, you know, you always let people know, you know, how you came to be, how, you know, with the title, the king, and, you know, how you earn the respect of those that came before you. And so,
Right.
you know, in the place that you're in now, and as you reach out, you know, to these up and coming cats, you know, how do you get them to understand, you know, what it takes to get to your level and, you know, to respect those that came before them and things
It ain't my job to do that. It ain't my job to make nobody understand nothing about what it takes to get nowhere unless they want to listen. Unless they've said, like, if you come to me and say, bro, how do I do this? Then I'm gonna sit down and now I'm obligated to tell you. But it ain't my job to go out here and finding people who don't know shit and making them understand the shit that they don't know. That ain't my job.
For sure, for sure.
If you ready for the information, if you seek the information, and you come to me for help, I will help you if I can, to the best of my ability. I mean, I will, you know what I mean? I'm just a genuine person. If you come to me, if I know something that you don't know, you say, bro, how do I do this? I say, all right, what have you done so far? I'm gonna see where you at with it, so I know how much game you can digest at this period, this point in your process. And it ain't until the end that I'm even willing to divulge the kind of information that I have, because I don't want to cast my pearls to swine. Do you know what that means? You muted yourself again, Keith. Oh, you muted him. Oh, I'm sorry. He muted you, Keith.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, you basically, you don't want to just throw it out there for it to go to waste. You know what I'm saying? Just fall on deaf ears.
Kind of, sort of.
No value.
When you can't, the term cast pearls to swine mean you're giving somebody more valuable information, more useful tools than they even have a capacity to understand. You know what I mean? Let's just break it down in layman's terms. If you went to a pig pen with diamonds and pearls, and you say, here, guys, I love you. They don't know how to appreciate no motherfucking diamonds and pearls. They want slop. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times I find myself, or have found myself, casting my pearls to swine. I'm offering the type of information that people can't even receive right. And I gotta do a better job of kind of like evaluating, estimating what to say when and what to do for who. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when they ready, if they ask, I will share. Until then, now let's get into the next section of the album. To kick this off, we have Rapsody. Rapsody, I call her, man, a cold call. And you know, low key like that. The L.I.B.R.A. the L.I.B.R.A. project has been narrated by women, like completely from top to bottom. It's been, and if you look at the album covers, they're also dedicated to women. And I do that because, you know, I think that for some reason women think I don't fuck with them. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Like I have probably I probably fuck with y'all too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know why it's, you know, anyway. I didn't set out to do this though. Like this wasn't, you know, something that I just kind of just said, okay, let me. First of all, the artwork by DL, who also did my first album, I'm Serious. The artwork came from a conversation. He asked me, yo, if your album title is the Libra, what does that mean to you? How do you see it? And I was like, well, it means the scales to me. But if we could make that cool and fly and sexy, that's really what, you know what I mean? So me giving him that, he began to sketch shit out on a napkin. He showed it to me. And I say, you gonna do this with people? And he said, yeah. And I said, hell yeah, I'm in. And it just happened to be, you know, beautiful Black women. But it still, to me, it spoke to the strength, the resilience, and the beauty of Black women. And so the image kind of said, okay, how to tie all these songs into this image. And slowly but surely, you know, the ideas that started to come just kind of represented women of different walks of life. So, cut to call Rapsody, cold call. Yo, if you were to write like some spoken word about whatever you feel about me, and you know, and incorporated the title of my album in it, how would that sound? And she was kind of like, I don't know, what's the title of your album? And I told her, and she said, well, I need to hear some music. So I sent her the music. Then she asked me, yo, so what does this mean to you? And then, you know what I'm saying? I told her just a little bit, kind of like, it just means diversity. You know what I mean? Just mean being able to do a lot of things at one time. You know what I mean? Just, you know, the things that I do at one time, a lot of people find this is kind of, it's, I don't know, unbelievable to them, but it's just a part of who I am and what I do. And with that conversation, hung up the phone. The next day, like we spoke that night, by the time I got up, I had it. And I heard it and I told her it was perfect. So this particular piece will lead us into the section of the album that I dedicated to high quality, intense lyricism. You know, so this will be where I guess you could say the I'm Illies or the 56 bars or the Bring 'em Outs or the Swagger Like Us. Like, okay, so just the MC shit that you know T.I. for doing. Like, damn, that motherfucker said that. Motherfucker rapping. This nigga spit. Like that's this section. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Without tip, the world just might tip. Might fall off axis. That's what you call balance. The yin, the yang, the twins, Gemini. They looking at the diamonds on you. Forgot you came out of cold world. Driving Taurus got you bored. You're trapped like a cancer crabs in the barrel. You still adored it. You was in your element. You know, heir to the throne. A lot of talk about your home. Niggas think tiny, you talk big. A lot of lying under fire, you did some shit. But ask a Sagittarius about your archery, as straight as a straight shooter can get. Was raised by wolves, gotta keep the sheep from your kids. I see what the pie sees. A lot of crusty niggas wanna try Pete. Nigga, he tipped. Son of a gun, seen it all of the clips. Looking in the eyes of justice and been a pupil of it. In his sixth house, but he ain't a virgin to this. Done time and took time to cover the shit. Making sure the scales wasn't tipped in the wrong way for our people. Feel like he the GOAT in this bitch. Way beyond December to January-ish. He always gonna score POs, get off of the dick. We know you love your family, you welcome to fish. Go through hell for all of your kids. They're your Air E's, FG's, let her fly, let him be. But no retrograde. So let's get back to the A. And why they call you the king of this shit.
What you say, like? Shut the fuck up! Yeah. I got immaculate vision, no cataracts in my pupil. Don't understand my decision, so I don't need your approval. I'm a motherfucking villain, just like you see in the movie. But still a motherfucking hero, stay low-key like casino. Hear no evil casino, pocket full of the casino. Back full of that primo, bad bitches drinking no Pinot and margarita bikinis in different cities. You see me with bitches thick as Serena. Licking me so and if I see the line between a maniac and a genius, fill up arenas, promoters. We take their ass to the cleaner, 2 decades straight, 100 show, 100K at the gate. A night a piece, capiche, bread bigger than me. She
on the road to riches and diamond rings, where real niggas move things on private planes. I say you looking for me, I be sucker ducking your little bitch ass. Looking for me, I be sucker ducking your little bitch ass.
ride through the city, 100K on the seat, shining like bitches in bikinis, sunny day on the beat. Pray on the week never, I'ma find a way to stay on my feet. Hand on my heat, west side Atlanta, rubber bands on my back. Man, I be beefing with my daughter, man, I'm dealing with shit. And law my nigga contemplating going killing some shit. I put my bitch out like I'm Martin in my feelings and shit. Another day of a dope boy, 100 million legit. Okay. On the road to riches, a diamond ring. Real nigga move things on private plane. And you know I was trapping, working at her early. Count my money, multiply, heard bag it up and buy. 65, we be riding on the highway, blowing big, yeah. Looking for me, I been sucker ducking your little bitch, yeah. Fuck up out here, man, my your motherfucking business. The drama, we ain't going back and forth, but the real friend. Nigga talking, nigga big cap, I wouldn't listen to him. They get kidnapped back when nobody paid the ransom for him. Ain't never been a pawn, always been a king. And I ain't never gave a damn what a nigga think. Fuck.
On the road to riches and diamond rings, where real niggas move things on private planes. I say you looking for me, I be sucker ducking your little bitch ass. Looking for me, I be sucker ducking your little bitch ass.
Ride through the city, 100K on the seat, shining like bitches in bikinis, sunny day on the beat. Pray on the week never, I'ma find a way to stay on my feet. Hand on my heat, west side Atlanta, rubber bands on my bankroll.
Yeah. Tryna fuck real nigga, comes in the safe, gotta do what it take. Yeah. Forges on the way, Balenciaga with the bait, I'm driven, they can't. Yeah. House on the lake, fingerprint for the gate, rich million in the safe. Yeah. Half a ticket, bitch, I'm on the way. Yeah. Anything left, make 'em wait. Yeah. Tryna fuck real nigga, comes in the safe, gotta do what it take. Yeah. Forges on the way, Balenciaga with the bait, I'm driven, they can't. Yeah. House on the lake, fingerprint for the gate, rich million in the safe. Yeah. Half a ticket, bitch, I'm on the way. Yeah. Anything left, make 'em wait.
Yeah. You know what it is here, boy. Nigga disrespect, treat him like a real little boy. You tied my hand, I would let him no choice. Tip into a dark plate, did I still enjoy? Okay, shout out to my nigga, kept it real in the war. Been through so much shit that she don't feel anymore. Numb to it, thumb through it. Trouble, I'ma run to it. Shoot us every week, this shit was just fun to it. In my childhood, knew it was an entrepreneur. Took $100 bill, turned 1 into 4. Learn, wanna win big, gotta take big risks. Remember 13 saying I'ma run this shit. Started with a dream in the trap, man. Look at what the fuck gotta bring this shit. 20 years later, must say, I'm the coolest motherfucker ever done this shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Tryna fuck real nigga, comes in the safe, gotta do what it take. Yeah. Forges on the right, Balenciaga with the bait. I'm driven, they can't, yeah. House born a late, fingerprint for the gate. Rich million in the safe, yeah. Have a ticket, bitch, I'm on the way, yeah. Anything left, make them wait, yeah. Tryna fuck with real nigga, comes in the safe. Gotta do what it take, yeah. Forges on the right, Balenciaga with the bait. I'm driven, they can't, yeah. House born a late, fingerprint for the gate. Rich million in the safe, yeah. Have a ticket, bitch, I'm on the way, yeah. Anything left, make them wait, yeah.
Fuck nigga, how could you hate? These niggas be talking, they watches is fake. Look, rocket I got on my waist is real in these streets, you ain't got what it takes. Yeah, I get it back every week. By the end of the month, nigga, watch what I make. Watch what you say to me. Last nigga got out of pocket, got rocked in his face. I got my bands all in order. 500 P's, I can handle the order. I work apparently smarter. This piece I got on 60 carats in water. Woo. I put some ice on my bitch and that rollie was like 30 bands that I bought her. Jammed up my bro, got my man on recorder. While he in the feds, I take care of his daughter. Machine.
Tryna fuck with real nigga, comes in the safe. Gotta do what it take, yeah. Forges on the right, Balenciaga with the bait. I'm driven, they can't, yeah. House born a late, fingerprint for the gate. Rich million in the safe, yeah. Have a ticket, bitch, I'm on the way, yeah. Anything left, make them wait, yeah. Tryna fuck with real nigga, comes in the safe. Gotta do what it take, yeah. Forges on the right, Balenciaga with the bait. I'm driven, they can't, yeah. House born a late, fingerprint for the gate. Rich million in the safe, yeah. Have a ticket, bitch, I'm on the way, yeah. Anything left, make them wait,
yeah. Who is you to do it like this? Bank kid, put it on the hood like this. Dropped out of school in 96, then hopped up in the game, it matured like this. Teacher said I wouldn't be shit. And if I'd listen to him, then I wouldn't be tilt. You crossed that line, why wouldn't we trip? Hollywood U-turn, nigga, when will you learn? Paid all the prices, ain't no nigga like this. Standing in the 5, middle finger to the crisis. Libra scales is offset, little nigga. You better give it as a law bet, little nigga. From shootouts on west side to combo with insiders, confront the leaders and misguided. Just like the piss out 'em, won't take no shit out 'em. Here when I say him, fuck about your feeling, goddamn.
House born a late, fingerprint for the gate. Rich million in the safe.
Hey, they say ignorance is bliss, huh? I get niggas is so blissful. Do anything for dollars. The thought of having a fistful. Make them switch side when they're looking grim and dismal. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. No pistol. See, fuck nigga do fuck shit cause they got fucked up intention to. Nigga got no principle. Better watch who you listen to. I see it in your eyes, you weak. The lies you speak and shit you do right now where I'm from, you die in the street. Cause boy, that whole shit. I'm in the game, I ain't worried about a coach. Say, boy, you lame, better watch how you approach that. All in your feelings, showing all of your emotion. I'ma be a children about that whole shit. What a drama, I love it, get an erection for it. Like go to Vegas, fight police, not get arrested for it. The smoke, I'm running to it. Trouble with and dare avoid. Inhale it, blow it in your direction, you better be ready for it. Righteous, humble, arrogant, oxymoron, anomaly. Egotistical activist, master solution strategist. Full-time family man. Part-time misogynist, trap nigga, fashion icon, I'm all of it. I'm crucified a messenger, cause the message real, you need to hear it. Absorb it, let it sizzle in your spirit. All these niggas going outside, acting all weird. You embarrassing yourself, look at here, nigga.
Oh no, niggas don't respect the code. Oh no, act like bitches, niggas act like hoes. Catching on the oh, don't you see? Keep your eyes open, your eyes open.
I wish I really knew how to sing for you, baby, but since I can't, I'ma count this paper in front of you and shower you with these gifts, and I'ma tell you the best shit that come to my mind, and I want you to feel like I love you, baby. Abu Dhabi, the penthouse floor's not for the amateurs. Calamari from California came with cannabis. Fill arenas to put the team up on the banisters. Pinky rings and the other things I've seen the gamblers. Count your acres, build your estates, we call it farm life. Talking heavy, your chains sound hollow and your charm light. Pistol popping, your whip look polished and your bra's nice. Kemosabi, 100 kilos just on a calm night. Glad to see me, bowl of zucchini, call it mob life. Drop the top, then call them models, yes, all the tall type. Bel-Air bottles back in Beverly Hills, we balled out. Biggest boss and popping dollars, fuck what you talking about. 100 racks and no Cadillacs, now pull your cars out. See you felon, defeat the felon, so they think you're jealous. Say you love them and write them letters, but you never mail them. Facts, I'm at the top because I'm charging tax. X. Renzel, aka William, the big fish. Tell them. Niggas act like hoes. Catching's only her, don't you see? Keep your eyes open. Your eyes open. You're just a spectacle. You don't respect the code.
Yo, so who does?
Don't forget Raina.
I got Raina. She's queued up.
Huh. Okay, Mia. What's your question?
Hello. Thank you so much for this opportunity to talk to you. It's
my pleasure.
Awesome. My question is, with your vast career from being an amazing artist to a fashion mogul, now a teacher at Clark Atlanta, and you're an activist within our community, have you considered entering or stepping into the political arena? Do you have any aspirations to do something like that, to run for public office maybe?
Emphatically, unequivocally, no. No. I have no aspirations, no interests, no intentions. I do not want to be in any political seat, in any political forum. I don't think that's the best use of my time or the best application of my skill. I am in the for-profit business. I don't believe in, to be honest, the system. I just don't. I think when it works, it's because something went wrong. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I feel that my best use of my time and potential is doing the thing, providing hope, setting an example, and just earning the respect of the community. And as I do that, I think I need to empower the people who need to be put in position, who have genuine interests for doing what it takes to fulfill the needs of the community. I'm not that person. I'm a hustler. So you can't put me in no position where it's going to be illegal for me to make legal money. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't do it. I know I can't do it. I'm not going to take no oath. I don't want no job. I don't want to report to nobody. I don't want to have nobody telling me what I can and can't do, what my parameters is, what they, that ain't for me. It's not me. And the best thing you know is yourself. I know that that's just not that ain't my vibe. So I ain't gonna force myself to be something I know that I'm not. And I think that's what the sitting president, had he taken the same consideration and like said, okay, I know what I do. I get money. I'm a personality. I can continue to get money and drive my, take myself to be a billionaire. Like, to be the president is really, unless you just doing it to try to help the people, it's just stroking your ego. It's all ego driven. It's just about power and like being able to tell other people what to do. I don't care. I don't care about telling other people who ain't around me what to do. I care about what the people around me doing. If you ain't around me, I could care less what you're doing. Why would I care about what people in Idaho or Iowa or, you know what I mean? It wouldn't. I wouldn't try to exalt no kind of energy or authority into changing, forcing, coercing, or hindering people so far outside of where I am, keeping them from doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just ain't in me. So I think politics just ain't for me. I'm not cut out for it. But thank you for the consideration.
You're welcome. Thank you for lending your voice to all these causes that you do. I would consider it if I knew your platform.
Man, my platform is profit.
Okay, I can get behind that one.
As long as there's some integrity connected to it. My platform, what's up, bro? My platform is profit. I ain't really into what's going on, sir. Boy, you got some mighty snazzy pants you put on today. My platform is profit. I ain't really into trying to force my agenda. I don't want to force my opinion on the other people. It just ain't me. Unless that opinion is equality. You know. But anyway, anybody else have a question? You say Adjoa?
Yes. Hi.
Okay, just give me a minute. Let me find you. Where is it? Okay, there you are.
Hi.
What's going on, Adjoa? Now, go ahead, bro.
Not too much. How are you this evening?
Cooling. What's up with you?
Not too much. Having a good time tonight, listening to L.I.B.R.A.
Thank you.
I do have a question for you. I felt like Rapsody's spoken word was really a vibe about you. You know, without Tip in the world just might tip over. And so I was wondering, from your perspective, what rap artist, past or present, do you think could see you in a versus battle?
Stop. It's a lot. It's a ton. I'm not really I don't think, like, you know, I'm the greatest, like, in the industry to ever do what I'm doing. I just think I'm the greatest at doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I redirect the focus back to what I do, nobody can fuck with me. Okay. And that's just what I try to focus on doing what I do. So who could see me in any of them? Like any of them. Like, real deal. Biggie, Pop, Jay, like anybody could see me in a battle. It just, the nigga I called out don't want to see me.
All right.
He wants a fucking bully.
Shouts out to 50, man. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of respect for 50. I like power. You know what I'm saying? I like power and I enjoy it. Get Rich or Die Trying, for real. And we have a TV show together. You know what I mean? We you know what I'm saying? We work together. We actually appreciate one another's energy and company. So, you know, ain't no strike against him. It's his catalog. It's his catalog I'm calling out. Him as a person, he's a good people. I've seen him do his thing around, you know what I mean? Seen other people kind of avoid him and stuff, but I want the bully.
Yes, sir.
So anytime we deem it appropriate, anytime it's convenient, anytime, I'll make myself available. Today, not Saturday. Today. What's the day? What's the day? Today, Thursday. Album release. Do it at midnight. As soon as the album drop, let's do it. You know what I mean? But I have a lot of respect for bro. I think, you know what I'm saying? He had one of the greatest albums of our generation. And I ain't never gonna try to take that away from him. You know what I mean? I can't. But yeah, one of the greatest albums of our generation. I have several.
Okay.
So, with all due respect to him and his achievements. I will cherish the day he ever sets a date. And until then, we'll continue on with our lives. Now, what else? Who else has a question?
Thank you.
Raina.
How are you, Mr. Harris? It's a pleasure to see you. I'm so happy we get to hear the album in advance. It's sounding really, really great so far.
Thank you, Miss Simone.
Thank you. I also want to say, as a Howard University graduate, I'm super, super excited that you're doing your HBCU initiative. I think that's so powerful. I love that. But so my question is, what role do you think modern rap music plays in the struggle for Black liberation and for mobility? And do you think Black rappers take on the inherent responsibility to speak out in the face of injustice? And then I guess to sum up that question, where do you see yourself fitting into that climate as a prominent rapper yourself?
That's a lot. Tell me the first one again.
The first one was, what role do you think that modern rap music plays in terms of the struggle towards Black forward mobility and Black liberation?
All right, let's stop there. All right. So hip hop, rap music, it has always been for the purpose of telling the masses what's going on in the areas they may not get to visit. You dig what I'm saying? That's whether it's a song about a dance, whether it's fuck the police, whether it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's always about making sure the rest of the world knows what's going on in the parts of the world they don't get to visit. Mm-hmm. And its only obligation is to be honest. That's his only obligation. Just be honest. Live in your truth. Don't be out here talking about you doing all this, yada, 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 so on and so forth. And you know you ain't jumped off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Just don't present yourself as something that you can't uphold on a daily basis when you are in the streets. That's the only obligation. That's it. If you do the most, then get there behind the mic on and do the most. You know what I mean? If you really like DMX, I'll give you an example. DMX will never let you down. You hear DMX on a song, you can see DMX, it don't matter whether you're at the gas station, at the club, it don't matter whether you're at the restaurant, it don't matter whether you're at the PTA meeting. You see DMX, he don't give you DMX. Going up. It's a mighty fine day today. Hey, weather's nice. You know what I mean? You see DMX, he gonna give you DMX. You may not always agree with it. It may not always be, for you. But one thing you always must appreciate, respect, and acknowledge is he giving you DMX. Now, some people give you what they feel like they need to give you to get your money. If you're like, well, if I give them this, then they'll come see me. They'll, you know what I mean? I can get a hit. They'll come see me at my shows. They'll buy my records. And then they do that because they try to fit into a conformity that they feel like will be presentable to you, and then you'll give your money to them. That's whack. Right. That whole shit. You know what I mean? So the only thing I feel like the thing I feel like modern music owes society at large is to be honest. Okay, so let's get back to the music. We are on Put Some On It. Now, I told you there was the rap section of the album, right? So Put Some On It is really just me kind of like talking to people and letting them know that, even though our closed eyes ain't sleep, basically. You know what I mean? All closed eyes ain't sleep. All still bodies ain't dead. So, you know what I'm saying? Just because I don't drop records every month, year, or whatever, don't think that, just don't get it fucked up. So that is the purpose of this song. After that, there'll be 2 more songs, and then we will speak again.
Since I've been gone, niggas all in my track, gotta give me that back. Thinking I'm gonna take a give it to me, I be giving that back. Yeah. Approach me aggressive, I bet you time 10, you be getting that back. Bet like I left something big. Say my name, put some respect on that shit. Don't you misconstrue me cause I'm shooting movie. Drop an album when I get the time to do it. Legendary, and I'm still young, still getting a figure deal done. Okay, yeah, I see you dropping a little song, bought some new chains and you feel strong. But the fact remain, little homie, keep putting on, I'ma do you real wrong. Get your shit together, nigga, you know better, you a lightweight. And I'm a sumo wrestler, nigga, cross that line, nigga, who won't get you? And I ain't even gotta be in the room with you. I been doing this shit for true religion. Stacking in money, my new religion. Wait a minute, guess you ain't in tune, ish. Niggas ain't still barking at the moon, ish. I'm still on the hill, in my lip, out in hat. No disrespect, tolerated, very relaxed. Multi-millionaire, 11th grade, never passed it. Get it out the mud, know your worth, then you add tax. Since I've been gone, niggas all in my track, gotta give me that back. Thinking I'm gonna take a hit, give it to me, I be giving that back. Approach me aggressive, I bet you time 10, you be getting that back. Bet like I left something big. Say my name, put some respect on that shit. From the inner city to the outskirts, turn the white work into housework, yeah. Hey, slab so solid, junkie bite make it mouth hurt. From the underworld to the upper level, rubbing elbow, doing deal with them. The other blanks, more Cubans of the world, partner, you can't even deal with them. Man, they just be wanting me to chill with them. All I do is keep it real with them. Find a way to design a plate, preferably with 2 or 3 meal in it, yeah. My life motherfucking movie, somebody ought to be filming it. Shit. And the ending when it's time to cross that bridge, I did with it, you know. Jump, 12 years old, all the port, on the air, fought big rich, big reward, just avoid, in your head caught, up and flip till you rich for a lifetime. Then they fuck whoever think of their time, ho, I'm back in this big, gotta have mine, yeah. Since I've been gone, niggas all in my track, gotta give me that back. Thinking I'm gonna take a hit, give it to me, I be giving that back, yeah. Approach me aggressive, I bet you time 10, you be getting that back. Bet like I left something big, say my name, put some respect on that shit.
I gotta tell you, Tip, your neck look like a old bitch pussy during the pandemic. I said, if this nigga don't cut that grandma pussy off his chin, I was like, Tip, neck look like my ass when I can't shave it.
And if I had those powers to bring you back here again.
I'm running in circles, looking and searching, look high and low for the purpose, convincing myself this earth is just full of curses and cursive. I pull the curtains, interpreting how I expose the surface of niggas that no one's ever seen. They hide behind these magazines. But see, I seen it all way back. If I was you, I wouldn't say that, no. Anything they ever did to make sure I wouldn't ever win, it just made me a better man. I put that on my soul. If it's platinum in my watch, should I still care about going gold? If I gave that shit away, you think I'm ever going broke? I'm not chasing money, money chasing me. You find what you looking for when you stop looking for it in the store. Yeah.
See, more nigga want the glory and think success is euphoric. Expect to get rich touring and never do shit for it, man. I've been historic so long, it's getting boring. Multiple matches to reside and switch foreign. Porn. Plenty game in the money cup. All our moves are calculated. You can wish the dummies look. Yeah, cause everyone exaggerates when they coming up. But that's just their imagination, really. These niggas ain't got no money, bruh. They wanna know who you are, not who you wanna be. Won't smoke online and ain't handled around the corner beat. Coward. Good luck avoiding getting extorted with absentee morals and horrible priorities. Catch you somewhere in your mid-40s. Down in Florida, by the water, scraping up enough to buy a 40. Type of billboard ain't shit when you did poorly. Buy your kids till they can't remember what you did for them.
Hey, you remember when you showed me that $500,000 in that shoebox? Then I said I want to rap, so you put me on Big and Tupac. So we came a long way, LA with B&J. Or flying to Coachella, playing spades on PJ. Give me 3 days, my gallery, finna triple my salary. Doubled up on my cake, Dr. say I should watch my calories. Crazy, I couldn't fathom the thought of me going platinum. I shot at my ceiling and capture my feelings in his verse. I'll gradually kill him, I'll turn down a million. It's not worth my integrity. I'm most definitely my daddy's son, it's no denying. I used to run from my last name. I was mortified of being that nigga that live off a nigga at 25. So I moved out at 18 and now I'm on my own. Pops, I know you got it, but I just rather get it on my own. Tell him start asking all them questions, the answers in my song. Place the pen in my left hand and watch me right my wrongs.
Aight, funny ain't it, how I could be entertaining. Millions stashed in the bank and more millions on real estate. Riding around at a banquet, trying to stop from complaining, cause my kid won't let me help him and I just can't ascertain it. Then again, kinda remind me of me before I met Jason. selling crack daily, but knew I was going places. Listen, sometimes you're confident, can overwear your continent to the point seem like it make the smarter one do the dumbest shit. Learn to be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Never put your trust in niggas, even when they promise something. Okay, pride keep you hungry when you're on the come up. Don't matter who your son of, nigga, you a one-to-one. Sometimes the weight feel like 100 tons. I know, but learn to carry load. Cause that the hairy way. Go in 100 or nothing, don't ever halfway. Fuck with anything, you keep navigating your pathway. Already know it's greatness in you cause I put it there. They say the pressure made diamond. Find it, be you at all times and see who not to align with. Nigga shining with the point of the assignment. Duh. A message to pursuants who hate me cause I'm affluent. Well, what the fuck you doing? You try me, you would be ruined. Animosity brewing from a distance. Resentment, cause I've been the shit since before you had a pot to piss in, yeah. So you think my decisions are unorthodox? That how you enter with no key when all the doors are locked. Avoiding cop, blowing weed in a foreign car. Think you going to war, won't be going far. Call yourself going off, end up a tragic law. Pay the ultimate cost for running your mouth. Revert the urban legend, tip in a second, don't disrespect it now. I got a problem with you, I'm in your presence impressive. Step it, wish a peace and blessings to my opposition. Just know that disrespect is unforgiving. You burn bridges, ain't no jumping fence. This shit gon' live and ain't no comprehension. And ain't no question gon' be consequences. Forgive us cause we have sinned. Kings among peasants and God amongst men. Say amen, make amends. You know, we'll go around, come again. Fuck, nigga, come again. Forgive us cause we have sinned. Kings amongst peasants and God among men. Say amen, make amends.
Amen. Let us pray. Just the thought alone make my body get the shivers. Forgive us for the bodies at the bottom of the rivers. Cause when the devil called, more than likely we delivered. So we deserve whatever it is that you wanna give us. Make it territorial, I make it your memorial. 1 or 2 calls, they gon' kill like 3 or 4, yeah. We can go outside, but you ain't gotta brawl it. You know what it is, pussy, you used to niggas spalling. Repercussions, consequences, the Bible's a good read. Lot of contradictions. Buy me some good weed. I'll be in the trenches, in front of the store, nigga, or probably on the benches. Probably on the champ head, so is the belt, nigga. When the heat is on, I melt niggas. Don't say you feel me, cause you don't even know how I felt, nigga. And you can say your prayers if you think they'll help, nigga. What's up?
Forgive us cause we have sinned. Kings among peasants and God amongst men. Say amen, make amends. We'll go around, come again, fuck, nigga, come again. Forgive her cause we're sin. Kings amongst peasants and God among men. Say amen, make amends.
Make amends. Yeah, Lord, cover my soul. I'm a sinner covered in gold. Buried some in a hole cause there's money coming and goes. Caught cases for them street corners I left covered with snow. War with the government over shit that none of us own. I had an advantage, only when I'm packing this cannon is nothing. Cause I knew hustling come with collateral damage. Fuck it, kept it 100 cause that's gonna add to your chances. Just make sure the niggas you rock with matching your standards, huh? My life a movie like Don Cheadle, Haran Needles. You only owe back loyalty if the squad feeds you. 5 ratchets in a small Regal. Survived trapping ever since my finances been all legal. Yeah, killers on my back, I was well aware. So I loaded up that 50, then I said a prayer. I'm sitting reminiscing on my felon years. Trap nigga ran up 6 figures like a set of stairs. Let's go.
Forgive us cause we have sinned. Kings among peasants and God amongst men. Say amen, make amends. We'll go around, come again, fuck, nigga, come again. Forgive her cause we're sin. Kings amongst peasants and God among men. Say amen, make amends.
We can't hear y'all.
One, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thumbs up. Boom. So look, I'm Domani.
I'm Messiah. And let me see, that last one, the one that was played before the one you just heard, that's called Family Connect. And I produced the beat and I made it like 2 years ago in the basement. And that was back when I didn't even think, you know what I'm saying, I was that good at producing yet. And so I made it, and then, I don't know, like a couple weeks later, I played it for them and they liked it. And it took a process of over like 2 years, you know what I'm saying? They kept adding stuff to it, taking stuff out, but it just grew naturally, you know?
Yup. So what he trying to say is he went in and made the beat. He went crazy on the beat. And then we heard it. Me and Pops heard it. We was in the studio trying to goddamn figure out what we could do. And then Pops was like, why don't we go back and forth? Why don't we we do a song? And usually I be trying to stay away from Pops when I be trying to do my own junk in the studio. But I was like, yeah, I mean, shoot, let's do it. And then I would write my verse. Sometimes I take a while to write. So he ended up just leaving. I don't know where I think he went home. But I ended up writing the verse. So I wrote on it first. And I had a verse and I sent it to him. He was like, this dope. And then he sent his verse. He did a verse. And then it just been like that for like a year. And then we just decided to revisit it. And then I added another verse. And then he added another verse. And then he said, I want it on my album. So goddamn, here he is right here.
Hey, you ain't gotta get up.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gotta get up. What's up? What was the question?
Basically, we were just talking about how we came about and made that song.
Okay, what song just went off?
We're talking about Family Connect.
Did it go off or did it
what came off was not Family Connect. It was the one after Family.
Make Amends. It was Make Amends.
Okay. Okay. So y'all heard Family Connect and Make Amends.
Mm-hmm.
Bet. What y'all think?
We can't hear nobody say nothing.
Yeah, you can. All you gotta do.
You want to talk about who's gonna make amends? Tip.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm in here pointing like they know who I'm pointing to.
Huh? Anybody have anything to say?
They can't.
I do.
Okay, what's up,
Okay.
Kayla?
Hi. I just want to say, well, first off, I just realized this is so funny. It's a small world. I've met you, Messiah.
I'm out of here.
Get your face in there, man.
I'm out of here.
Talking about you, Messiah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know who you were, but yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
I had a question for both of you guys though. So you guys kind of touched on it, but like, how does it feel being in the studio with your dad? I know, Domani, you said you like to do your own stuff kind of like without your father, but like, how did that mesh? Did you guys kind of do it all together? Or was it like, you know, you did the producing and then like, I'm gonna just add this rap and then we just gonna like mesh it together? Or did you guys sit down and like do it together?
Man, we really sat in our own zones and did our own part and brought it together.
Okay.
Yeah, but the whole idea was to do something together.
Right.
But that's how it ended up happening. It's just I started writing, sent him my junk, he sent me his junk, and then I sent him another thing that I did, and he just sent it back. But yeah, it was just a lot of that going on.
Yeah, and it's funny that it's called Family Connect. Like, I called it Family Connect because like that was the name of the sample, and it just kind of, I don't know. It's funny how everything just came about after that. So
and the family connected.
Right.
Right.
And so, do you guys think that you'll do any more projects with your dad? Any more family connects?
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
I see it.
Yeah. Okay. Music. We love music. So, of course.
Thank you guys. Y'all did amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man,
Yeah.
it's all good. I can sit right there.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here. Anybody want to know how I feel? Anybody want to know what I think? I'm just joking.
Nah, let me take Marissa.
But no, I think it goes about when they raise their hand. Okay, Marissa got something to say.
Marissa,
Go ahead,
what's
Marissa.
up, Marissa?
I actually did have a question. Thank you for calling on me. I am such a fan, and the album is great. I really liked the last song and wanted to know more about your inspiration behind that. It just was a really big sound.
Let me see. The inspiration for Make Amends, to be honest with you, I was just in here going through beats and made that verse. I didn't record the verse to the music that you heard. The verse that I recorded was to a different beat. That beat had a sample from Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd denied us the right to use that sample.
No, that's fine.
No, it's not
good. No, I mean,
fuck
it's
Pink
not
Floyd.
good. It's not good.
Pink Floyd did not. He likes Pink Floyd. That's one of his favorite, you know what I'm saying, rock groups and all. However, who?
The publishing company is not. It's not the.
Well, no, not the publishing company. Whoever has control of the master. Most white people have some control over their masters. I'm just letting you know that. So, Pink Floyd denied me the right to use that sample. Therefore, I had to redo it. I had to remake it. I had to call on another producer to get a, you know what I mean, a vibe. I had to go completely opposite of what that particular production was. You know what I mean? And that was a long night in the studio, you know what I'm saying? At the very last minute when I'm supposed to be done turned my album in, and now I have to say, nope, it's not ready. I have to remake a beat, and everybody's frantic. And so all of their anxiety, they make every attempt to make it my anxiety, but I will not allow them. I will woosah my way out of it. Nah, man, but look, all things happen for a reason. And Jadakiss, as well as Benny the Butcher, they came and made the song everything that we needed it to be. And although we didn't get that sample clear, I still feel like we got a hell of a fucking record.
It is so nice. Thank you. I have one more question. I know you're like the hustle man and you always have all these hustles. So how has like the pandemic shifted how you hustle or how you think about, you know, your business strategy?
I mean, the only thing it's done is to show me that I don't necessarily have to gallivant around the country and the globe to really get money. I could sit in my house at my TV or computer or on my couch or be at my studio, and I don't have to move around so much to get the same amount of money. That's the only thing it's shown me. I don't want to move like I used to move. I don't want to be up every day from one place to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. For what? For what? Why? I think I was doing that as, you know, just out of habit. I wasn't doing it necessarily to make myself more money, because most of the money that I made, I was spending in expenses on travel and hotels and food. And so it's like, okay, you going to do $150,000 show and then you kind of like spend $130,000 and you doing that every day. So you're like, okay, of course $20,000 a day is not bad. I don't want to like make that seem like it's bad, but if I would have stayed home, I would not have spent $130,000. I could have stayed home and saved $130,000. Never mind. Let's get into some more music.
Thank you so much.
All right, cool. What's the next record? We're getting into the Fire and Earth section.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the more socially conscious, elevated perspective, kind of the us or else segment of the album. We gonna get to some rough stuff here, but we are led into it by a poem from Ernestine Johnson Morrison. And I'ma just let it speak for itself. We'll talk in a couple songs.
I'm speaking, okay? silent no more. The blood of our people are rising from the shores, ascending from the sand, straight to our hands, dripping from our fingertips, yelling, kicking, screaming, and dreaming. See, they were here and now they're gone, and we didn't even have to say so long, because they gave us the blueprint, sat in, marked, slaughtered, and lynched for the shit, but we rather sit around, get money, clout chase, and gloat. Everybody got time, everybody wants smoke. You can tweet and you can type, but did you motherfuckers vote? I dare you to vote. I dare you to leave the trap. I dare you to learn more about your credit score. I dare you to know less about sports and own more houses and stores. Own some shit you can really call yours. Cause newsflash, it ain't really your hood if you don't own no doors. I dare you to rap about anything but your pussy, or how good you suck his, how good you look, or how tight your Fashion Nova fit. I remember when rap queens really used to spit, like really used to kick shit, would look you dead in the face and ask you who you calling a bitch. But now it's just so wet. How wet is it? Is it as wet as our ancestors who were thrown over boats who drowned soaking wet? Like sweat beads running down Harriet's neck. Wet like immigrants swimming across the borders until freedom. Is it wet like Tamika Mallory's back as she marched down to Louisville, Kentucky for Breonna Taylor as she put her life on the front line, not knowing if it would be her last time? How wet is it? Cause Breonna Taylor was here. George Floyd was here. Ahmaud Arbery was here. Rayshard Brooks was here. Ronald Green was here. Elijah McClain was here. Jamarian Robinson was here. And now they're gone. And we didn't even get the chance to say so long.
Wait, what is it? Is it you? Pantone. When I'm with you, off-white lights, black snake eyes, tried so hard to make you a believer, to see you a little clearer, 'cause you and I were made
Shot to the mo high, made a nigga so fly. Now the day go by, I ain't been that dude. Got that vibe, when my leg get high, want a 3.5, I'ma bring back 2. I'm the exception, consider me the anomaly. No superstition, a superstar, no astrology. I got 100 flow, go 100 P. I want 100 mil, but did you want me? Keep it 100 then, keep it 100 still. Get on your ass, I don't care number who you gon' tell. A pretty hater never kept me like they got me. Nigga behind the wall, I pray to let you out of there. Chasing your tail like they got you on a carousel. Tryna beat yourself like you playing solitaire. When you needed help, they were never there. If you live or die, feel like they never care. Meanwhile, I'm navigating smooth, moving through the pandemic. God that made a believer out your head, now in it. Nigga, mind your business, shut down, your business, shut down. New York in a New York minute. Listen, until your ambition feeding your family, listen, don't expect them to get your vision. When the shit bad live and you can't come through, got the road truck and the Phantom 2, both Pantone blue. You did.
With you, off-white lights, black snake eyes, tried so hard to make you a believer, to see you a little clearer, 'cause you and I were made to live through.
In the city, shit for years in the 6-speed. Been the corners, at Homer with the leg read. Mugging hard, he said nothing, look at mischievous. Show it to him, but don't let it smile mislead you. Can there ain't nobody around, can no one see you? If we proceed with the procedure. Or can the 12 come around, speak no evil? When they at my old lady, she don't know neither. On social media, the people be talking shit, so unfortunate. If I ignored it, just 'cause it ain't important yet. Knew who I was and never tried to be more than that. Scrambling quarterback, balling, board, and jet. Start recouping before you ain't could go in the debt. Nothing but love to the one that show respect. All of my prayer to the one that opposite that. Shit. When they open it outside, it's your fascination. Me, I'm more worried about the vaccination. Many people diabolical, they in the play. We put that shit in you or your baby, your ass crazy. But when the sun's out and it backlit, you sit poolside or the bad shit. When the shit bad live and you can't come through, got the road truck and the Phantom 2, both Pantone blue.
Yeah, you and I were made for living. I only try to love you more.
We are the mothers of civilization. We carry the entire nation on our backs. Our wombs have birthed America's greatest accomplishments. But be clear, our wrath will bring her to her knees. I am a Black woman, and the Black woman is queen.
Wind is high and stormy tonight. We can feel its magical light as the sea comes speaking to me. Siren voices drift out of key. Wind and sea mix thoughts in my brain as the sea its magical light. Wind and sea mix thoughts in my brain as the sea its magical light.
Yeah. Sitting on the scene reading out the four agreements. Don't take shit personal, nigga, just see reflections of their own demon. Own buildings, don't need a loan either. Trying to measure my contribution, homie, you gon' need a loan meter. My lyrics on a song with a strong beater. You my pad, just to tell a nigga hit future like a palm reader. Under palm tree, blowing weed with my feet up. Ain't never worried about what nigga eating unless the feet up. You shouldn't never assume knowledge is king, so ask about what you wanna know and say what you mean, bro. Met with Farrakhan and ask her high in the hill. Do you love nigga more than they hate they self? When you can make it anywhere but you to make it there. Stay in the same hood to kill you before you get to really take it there. No God perfect, they don't make it fair. I'm meditating to keep from getting stuck in my way, cause it ain't safe enough. Keep from getting stuck in my way, cause it ain't safe. After the darker night come a brighter day, yeah. Be cautious of shit that you get easy right away, hey. They say after a darker night come a brighter day. Nowadays I'm trying to stay up out the gossip column. Ignore opinions of people who can't even think to solve small problems. Stupid. So what the fuck I look like yelling loud? Having a power struggle with motherfuckers who ain't even got no fucking power. It be the same ones trying to empower. That'll kill you either way till you're dead before they give flower. Damn. I'd rather die today before I live in fear. Yeah. And that go for any nigga on the hemisphere. Young nigga in it, already win it, huh? I be over here when your 20 minutes up, yeah. How you gon' make it that burning bridges up? Took too many lessons for granted, you should've listened. What? Nigga hate on me out of ignorance, out of envy. Out of fuck to give you whole fuck up out of my business. I got a vision and a journey and an attorney just in case of you the burner to keep me off of the gurney. Keep from getting stuck in my way, cause it ain't safe. Yeah. After the darker night come a brighter day, yeah. I swear, be cautious of shit that you get easy right away. Hey, be well. They say after a darker night come a brighter day.
My name is Tamika D. Mallory, and let me be the one to tell you, a revolution is in progress. I come in the tradition of Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells, Ella Baker, and Angela Davis, mixed with a little bit of Jada Pinkett Smith and Cardi B. Because you see, Black women are not one-dimensional. We think different. We move different. We feel different ways about different things. We are not a monolith. But the one thing we all agree on is we deserve respect, and we demand respect. First, we demand respect from our Black kings, and then we demand respect from the world. You see, Breonna Taylor was essential, and justice for her means justice for me.
David Banner.
If you could only know my feelings, you wouldn't know how much.
Look, fuck all that protesting and marching peacefully. They still gon' find a way to handle us egregiously, legally. If I may get this shit up on my mind now. We born in the battlefield, can't call no time out. Every time now, it's another one of us lying out, crying out. I can't breathe until he dies out. Make me ask myself, what would you die about? I doubt. If nigga been banging since junior high, letting them fly on opposition resembling you and I. Race the cracker, give a fuck about it. And never will till they start picking up a couple bodies. When we got killed within some hours, scatter rain shower. The pain hurt, but the cold hard fact of the matter is getting worse.
Damn. If I could wish upon a star, I send a special bullet everywhere you hateful bastards are. Pull a string like a Gibson guitar, wait from afar. Slow motion, watch it enter your temple and exit your jaw. Send you all to hell with a scar, a conversation piece. Hope it maybe leads to a joke when you and Satan speak. Yeah, you were patronizing us, we waited patiently. Well, you'll probably give your life to trade a day with me. Call that shit an eye for an eye, my nigga, by any means. She had extended clip before skinny jeans. Now bow and arrows and cop cars with kerosene. That's how I'm feeling.
For me, to be all alone. All alone.
Fuck that shit, that's how I'm feeling.
For me,
ain't no guy that calm me down there, how I'm feeling.
All alone.
Fuck that shit, that's how I'm feeling.
I had a dream, me and King saw Zimmerman. We laid low, masked up in a rental van. He killed the child, body was stiff and twisted, man. A mother cried, only one way to fix it, man. How long for the people in the street get tired of the evil, say fuck that? How long will they kneel to the heel of the state with a foot in the face so they bust back? Won't be long for agents of the state get ate like say, cause the people too strong. Rebels coming one Sunday, it's blood by Monday, I promise I won't be long. Lame nigga, same nigga, found out cracks had money on his head. Lame nigga, same nigga, calling me like Michael, I'm scared. I hug that nigga like Michael did Fredo, kept a G like Mike Cato. Excessive force, leave a nigga no choice, but a nigga better shoot a shot fatal. Bad boy, tell me what you gonna do when the police kill your mom. Fuck that, I follow Obama when he killed up crackers that killed Brianna. I take that charge, stick out my chest, confess to Judge Your Honor. I'm the truth, my ancestors pray for your honor and fuck your mama. Like your mama.
That's how I'm feeling.
For me, to be all alone. All alone.
Fuck that shit, that's how I'm feeling.
For me,
ain't no guy that got me down there, how I'm feeling.
All alone.
To the broad finish, but we all been in. Need a superhero, can you call in? And that a nine problem never solved in it. But we got to work down to Albany. Keep it law and order, it's a tall order. Murder after murder, people, y'all killings, our aunts, uncles, our grandchildren. Can't ask for it, gotta take that shit.
Ain't no repentance, eye for an eye, we want our vengeance. Life for a life, he kill your fiance, kill his wife. Same for his father, generations of sons and daughters. It's hard to stomach, they say I sound like Khalid Muhammad. I say you got me, we living under these fucking Nazis. What you expected, people riot and you respect
In a
it.
split decision, gotta pick a side with this division. But we ain't fit for living, we can't protect our women and children. Man, we get sick, they just gon' give us some Clorox or penicillin. Experimenting Tuskegee, showed me you would deceive me.
As the city burning down in the nightfall, 96 Impala, we just bouncing like it's round ball. This ain't the 90s and the youngins ain't scared, y'all. The water boys, they might shoot back at the red dogs. I tell them plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize a secret army and stay unified.
That's how I'm feeling.
For me, to be all alone. All alone. Yeah.
Fuck that shit, that's how I'm feeling. Ain't no guy that calm me down there, how I'm feeling.
All alone.
Fuck that shit, that's how I'm feeling. I mean, the truth is, I'm a human, you're a human. Skin color aside, riddle me this. How dare I speak peace to a maniac? The fuck does that make me? I mean, you motherfuckers can bend your knees, man, fold your hands and your Bibles and pray as much as you motherfucking want, but the art of not fighting back was brought to us by Christianity. That was given to us by our oppressor. So you continue to follow that, you continue to follow them. I be goddamn. I tell you what, nigga, you see me down bad, motherfucker on my ass, nigga, don't fail me, nigga, help me, nigga. I'm telling you that, nigga, while I'm right here, nigga. Nigga, I do the same for you. No cap, nigga. That bullshit ain't about nothing. Okay. So that was how I feel.
Yeah. This is in school suspension. Why with the tip and Michael?
Hey man, it was a blessing, and
I think I got one question for Austin.
Okay, it's a blessing and a privilege to do this record with Mike. I don't know if that was your question, but this is my answer. And you know, I think that for what we represent in the totality of our personas. For us to get together for a song like this is important, not just for us and not just for the city, but for the generation and for the culture. You know, for them to see that you can be revolutionary and you can be conscious without compromising your swag and your sauce. I think that's what we need more of. You know, it was always either or. It was always Outkast or T.I. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? It was always Public Enemy or Biggie Smalls. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now that we're seeing that you can kind of create hybrids of both of these energies of you can appeal to the interests of both of these spectrums without, you know what I'm saying, compromising the integrity of either. That's some shit that I couldn't have done with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So
And
for
tell
us
them who did the beat.
We already told him David Banner did the beat. David Banner
all
did
the way,
beat. You know
all
what I
the
mean?
way swag.
So
everybody wear Jordans and woke.
You did.
All three of them wear the top of the line Jae and read great book.
So I think that's the beauty of it. You dig what I'm saying? But now let me not talk you to death. Go and give me your questions.
Adamsville, born and raised. Killer Mike.
Oh, Sandy.
I do want to thank you for the bank and the words you've been giving us these past couple of months. You too, T.I. as well. I do have a question from Tip, Day One fan. How you feel about Still Ain't Forgave Myself now? Your first album and your last album. How you feel about that song? It got a lot of brothers through a lot of rough times coming out of Adamsville.
I feel the same. But we'll talk about it. I tell you what, let's talk about Still Ain't Forgave Myself after a specific song has played. But I feel the same. You know, to answer your question, everything I felt then, I still feel that now. Anyone else?
Yeah, Ashley.
Ashley. Let me find Ashley.
Where you at, Ash?
Unmute yourself, Ashley.
You gotta unmute yourself.
Oh, and wait, can I see you?
Ashley, turn your camera on.
Is this no cam Ash?
Yeah.
No cam Ash.
There she go. What up, Ash?
Bam. What's up, Ashley?
What's up?
How you doing? What's going down with you?
I'm doing good.
You have a question?
Yes. What do you think on the social justice in the world?
What do I think on social justice? Man, I think everybody has a part to play. Everybody has a position. Everybody's story is important. Everybody's encounters with injustice is important. And I think remaining silent about injustice for one is a threat to injustice for all. So that's what I think.
Yep, and the racism that's going on.
Right on, man. I appreciate you. I can't even hear you. I couldn't hear what you just said if you said something else.
And on the racism that's going on.
On the racism that's going on, it's an atrocity. It's terrible. It's terrible. I hate to see it, but at the end of the day, we're going to all have to come together and, you know what I'm saying, and unite our positive energy to combat all the negative energy. And I feel like if we do that, if we do a good enough job of that, no matter all of the things that we're going through and we're dealing with in society and in the community, 99% of it will be solved if we just stick together. So we come together, man, direct our energy, direct our efforts toward a common goal. We can achieve that common goal no matter what it may be. You know what I mean? No matter how ambitious it may seem. But thank you so much for your question, Ashley. Anyone else have a question?
Yes, I do.
What's up?
Hi. Happy belated birthday. We share the same birthday.
You dig? 925er.
Yeah, I got a lot of years on you. But yeah. I need to know, will this album be released on CD? Because I'm old school. I like CDs still. I have a hard drive in my truck and I like to favorite my songs.
Okay.
So I need CDs. Like until they stop making them, I'm gonna keep buying them.
We're definitely gonna have.
Yeah, and I need to show you
and
something.
vinyl too.
Yeah, the last time you were in Seattle,
Okay.
y'all shut it down.
Word.
And
Had a good time too.
bring the poster.
You did.
It's in my garage. It's usually in my garage, but like I took this poster from the shelf because it was outside, and I said I'm taking this home.
Look at that.
Yes,
That's
yes. So just thank you for the stimulus contest. That was cool. I didn't win, but you know.
Nah, it's cool. It ain't too late. We started. We push it forward. We're gonna give away 22 more thousand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
We share the same birthday. Don't forget about me.
And it's still 1,200 more. Oh, we giving away 24 more hundred.
Oh.
All right. So we have the 1,200 that we giving away for the last album, which was the Dime Trap. That was my 10th project. So there's the 1,200 right now. You can go to allhiphop.com/TI and vote for your favorite song off of the Dime Trap.
Okay.
And of the people who voted for that song, we'll randomly select a winner. They'll get 1,200. And then in celebration of the Libra, we will also take votes on what your favorite song off of the Libra is. Now, the thing is, those of you who have heard the songs will have a better understanding of what your favorite will be. That'll give you an edge on the competition. The sooner you vote, you get yourself registered, get yourself in line, bet on the people who ain't up and who ain't hip. You know what I mean? And
all right,
whatever song that you guys have voted for, we're gonna randomly select the winner. We're gonna get them 1,200. Then we're gonna take 3 weeks to select a HBCU student to give 12,000 to, a single parent to give 6,000 to, and a ex-con just coming home, you know what I mean, trying to get on their feet to give 4,000 to. So that's what we doing. That's what that how we coming. You dig what I'm saying? That what kind of time, that what type of time we on. And with that being said, if there are more questions,
I'm giving advice. I got advice on save your money. It's fucked up out here. Yeah.
Hey man, listen. This motherfucker's crazy. Hey, listen, man. It takes a village. You know what I'm saying? You need as many TIs as you do Killer Mikes and vice versa. And it's a pleasure that, it's a pleasure to work alongside, someone that is such a visionary and, so prolific and so educated and so well-read. And so I don't have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Still, my friend, brilliant. Don't let him fool y'all. This man, we went to the same schools. That's what people don't understand.
Except Morehouse.
Yeah, we didn't go. Yeah, we didn't vote.
I did not go to Morehouse.
We trapped in front of Morehouse.
We did. I did drop some off, but I didn't go to Morehouse. However, I do teach at Claude.
Yeah, come on, y'all. That's it. That's big flex. That's how you flex.
Hey, what's up, Toke? How you doing?
Hey.
Tokyo Jetz just made it.
Let me let Jetz out there. New to in-school suspension. Jetz in this motherfucker. Michael is out. Love, sis. How you doing?
Hey.
Get out your way.
We got Tokyo Jetz in the house, man. Yeah, I mean, if y'all have any questions for her, now is the time to ask them. Yeah, they heard your campaign. Oh shit. How you know I didn't tell him I wrote your shit?
Lie.
Hey man, one of the most impressive MCs I've come across in my years in the business. I mean, I put on the spot time and time again. She always excels. She supersedes my expectations every time I put on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it's cool.
You got
I do. And you want one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. So if any of you, if y'all remember back to that record, man, that record was entitled Hit Dog's Holla. second record on the project. If you remember her performance and you have some questions for her, please, now is the time to ask them.
You just put me on the spot and walk off like that. Okay. Hey, Denise.
Hi.
Oh, it's a lot of people on here. Oh, I see her. I see everybody. I didn't know this what was going on. Hey. Girl, I can't see that far away. What's your name? Hey.
I have a question for you.
Operations manager.
So how did you, well, first off, how did you meet T.I.?
Jesus. I started out like rapping in my car, and I had a lot of videos that went viral, and I started sending them to him on Instagram.
Okay.
And he responded to one of them, and he was like, "Oh, you hard," and I was like, "Okay, what else?"
Not okay.
Aggravating him until he was like interested, and then he flew us to Atlanta, and he was like, "I want you to rap right now," and I did it.
Oh wow, was that nerve-wracking? Like just
what
on the spot? Like
I could cuss and stuff.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I be having to ask. Hell yeah. I was nervous, but I was broke as hell, and I understood my situation that I didn't want to be in no more.
Okay, I respect that. So do you have something, do you have like your own project coming out in the works, or
no? It's done. I just had to let him go first. I had to let him go first.
Okay. Well, I'll be on the lookout.
It's coming. It's on the way.
Nah, man, and it is straight tequila.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
Welcome to the world of equality. I'm drinking straight liquor. You drink straight liquor.
I don't think that's what people was talking about.
That ain't what they. Okay. No. Okay. Cool. Well,
what we gonna take?
Equality, nonetheless. Women's liberation.
Want to go to the next question or next song?
All right. So this is Tokyo Jetz. She is Grand Hustle's pride and joy. You dig what I'm saying? I put the house on her. You know what I'm saying? I believe in her and her vision and her artistry. We don't always agree, but we always work it out. You dig what I'm saying? That's the most important part. You ain't gonna always agree with nobody, and if you do, watch them. You dig what I'm saying? All right, so moving on along, what's the next song? Okay, this is a very vulnerable part of the project. One of my partners, I think it was Austin, he talked to me, I think it was about Still Ain't Forgave Myself. And this is the closest thing to Still Ain't Forgave Myself that I can recall. You dig? I knew it was gonna pull out a lot of emotion just because of my connection to the people that I was talking about. But I did it anyway. And me being a motherfucker who prides himself on not being overly emotional, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of try to keep myself, you know what I mean, cool. And so, but I kind of stripped down the layers and against my, better judgment, I still told the stories and pulled from the emotion that brought about the song. I cried when I was doing it, motherfucker. And I knew that what it was gonna take, and I was hesitant or reluctant, and I kind of like put it off as long as I could. Like, I do it. But finally, it had to be done. And I think that it contributed to the gravitas of the album. This featuring John Legend, it talks about my partner, Big Phil. Long live Big Phil, God bless him. And also it talks about my partner, Boss Cap, my best friend, and both of them were my best friends in the world, the longest living friends that I had that I now live without in the physical form. But what we do have is this phenomenal song. Let's play it.
You were here, now you're gone. Didn't to say so long. Left me here. Now I'm on. You took wings just like a bird. Now you're gone. Still I consider and say, we did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it so fucking big, yeah. We did it 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 so fucking big, we did. We did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it so fucking big, and I smile.
Me and Falon, Dugg kick your shit in Milan, one around 6 or 7 in the morning. Remember you said we so above and beyond, don't nobody be on, we on, man, we gon' be on. I'm second guessing my songs, you be like, man, that shit gon' be gone. And you was so right, remember they tried to rob you for my bike group of fine, they like, man, it was a day. When you play football for Dugg, we beat the shit out of May. Man, we was so young, with Man and Stanley and Quinn, trying to get out of the slum. Knew you so long, for running the hall, we're cracking that draw. It's the 10 trying to roll up some weed in your yard. Couldn't even smoke it, we choking so hard. Cut to us smoking in London, Japan. Dropped Urban Legend, we did it again and did it again. I was so mad, phony valet got you for my CLC, you tell me I laughed. Damn. You went for that one, you say why you laughing, I bet you I catch you, man, we was so cool. In Hawaii, your fat ass shirt off eating fruit at the pool, man, you was so funny. Yelling, we with the shit, we were pro nigga, fucking some money. It hurt me so bad, cause I miss you so much. Can't say it enough. And my memory jug keep taking me back to a place I hate. I had to get that shit up, but through all of the pain, I smile just thinking about how we were doing our thing, man, we did it big.
Now you're gone. Didn't even get to say so long. Left me here. Now I'm on. You took wings just like a bird. Now you're gone. Still I consider and say, we did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it so fucking big, yeah. We did it 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 so fucking big, we did. We did it big, yeah. We did it big, we did. We did it, yeah. We did it so fucking big, and I smile.
So much I can say about my nigga Kel. Life as I know it started that day I put up when you totaled your deuce in the quarter. You say I will win in the race though. Fifth a hint to the face and 4/5 on your waist. Caught a body, spend millions appealing your case while I'm fighting my own. Somehow got you home, so drunk in LA, end up pissing on Drake. Shit. Fuck it, that's still my brother. Since back in the trap, all we had was each other. No fathers, no mothers, just choppers and hustle. Runaway teen, chasing our dream. In poverty, serving these junkies and fiends. Looking back though, it wasn't as bad as it seemed. We was a team, me, you, and KT, and Day and J Roof, C-Raw and the King. Remember you read with JR and got through from the car when Dugg shot the pump through the floor in the car. And 559 traffic, shootouts with revolvers, reloading in front of police, still escaped on your feet. Folk don't believe it, I tell them, and neither would I ain't see it. The shit that we did, faced all our problems head on, never ran from it, folded a head. Since we was kids, couldn't get a deal, said we just go trap until we master P it. And tears in my eye, thinking right now about the combo we had that day before you died. My memory just keep taking me back to a place I hate. I had to get that shit up, but through all of the pain, I smiled just thinking about how we were doing our thing. Man, we did it
here. Now you're gone. Didn't even get to say so long. Oh, left me here. Now I'm on. Oh, you took wings just like a bird. Now you're gone. Hey, still I consider and say, we did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it big, yeah. We did it so fucking big, yeah. We did it 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 so fucking big, we did. We did it big, we did.
Okay, and that was We Did It Big. Anybody have any questions?
It's like class.
Or detention. We've been calling it in-school suspension. Anybody have anything? Nothing? We want to move on to the next song? Good. Okay, so the next song is called Thank God. We wanted to end the album on a positive note. It's called Thank God. And it's really just marveling at the fact that I made it to where I am, given where I started. And just taking the time to acknowledge how astronomically just exceptional that we made it, not only to be alive at 40 when we were in the percentile of people who were supposed to die before 21, but to make it to be here at 40, let alone to be T.I. of all things. Okay, that shit, to me, every day I wake up, it's a marvel. It's uncanny. And this is a song about that. And it just so happens to feature one young 21 Savage.
Came a long way to make it here. You don't think I made it here. Have a good time, the hard time show up. Money coming fast, hope it never slow up. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here. Respected by every hood nigga throw up. Stood silent, never let niggas hoe us. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here. Show your credentials, who you were kin to. That's it. Well, who you done beat up, what you done been through. Here you on your records, you sounding very high. But what you done done, the nigga can verify. No corroboration, ain't no conversation. Just a bunch of cap met with a lot of hating. Went from hand to hand at the service station. They're making 150 grand just off day trade. Yeah, man, we know you ain't done this shit you said, man. Where I confront you end up a dead man playing around. When nigga die for staying down. In neighborhood, we can't build it fast, so they tear it down. Black man firing on me, I hear siren. White police firing on me and they silent. Didn't expect me not to be violent. It's a loo-loo. Trying to unlearn what I've been taught since elementary school. Damn. Have a good time, the hard time show up. Money coming fast, hope it never slow up. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here. Respected by every hood nigga throw up. Stood silent, never let niggas hoe us. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here.
Might have took a minute, but we got it in. Lost a couple M's, lost a couple friends. Gotta take some losses if you wanna win. Disrespect is then a mandatory that we gotta spend. Tryna hibernate, we get his next to kin. 21. Encore, fuck it, hit they block again. Oh God. I embrace the struggle cause I understand. Fell in love with hard times, they turned me to a fucking man. 21. Living by the code, I don't talk to police. No. Stand up when I'm pissing, can't no nigga hold me. Pussy. Rapping like I'm preaching, all my bars holy. 20. You flexing for the ground, that is not your rollie. 20. Pockets overweight and all my odds bony. Fat sucker shit or hater shit, I'm not condoning. Never see it in your eyes, all your love phony. 21. Stab me in my back and then he try to bro me. 21.
Have a good time, the hard time show up. Money coming fast, hope it never slow up. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here. Respected by every hood nigga throw up. Stood silent, never let niggas hoe us. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here. Research information, read, scrap beneath the surface. On bending knees, searching for my life purpose. Amen. Think you can pray your way up out of misfortune? No. You're mistaken, in most churches is extortion. What the Bible say about faith without work, huh? You can still do everything right and get murked, huh? Think the subpar education, they ain't lurk. Self-hate, got them killing and they turn. See so many futures and families set on the mountain. Like bankroll fresh and the king of Alabama. Doe B. Peanut the Dunn and Lil Chink, dead so summer, camouflage back in the day. Then that was Dollar, Lil Snoop, Triple X and Mac Dre. Man, every day a blessing, learn that shit from hustle. Don't take that shit for granted, do yourself some damage. It mentioned with expensive granted, trying to understand it. Have a good time, the hard time, show up. Money coming fast, hope it never slow up. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here. Respected by every hood nigga throw up. Stood silent, never let niggas hoe us. I came a long way to make it here. Gotta thank God that I made it here.
I did the prayer for Sierra ever did that prayer. I said, Lord, send me a nigga that don't hit me in the eye on Friday and got a job and can read, and I got one. I met my husband, and he wasn't gonna let me fucking sell dope. And at the time, I was a check forger for the rest of these niggas got on the check forging game. And he was just a Christian nigga. He wanted everything to go right. Fucked around and I fell in love with him and got a job at McDonald's, Ross Railroad for $4.20 an hour. I was like, who the fuck do this shit? This is whacker than a motherfucker. Is this what Jesus told you niggas to do? To work for $4.25 an hour and y'all ain't stealing shit? So you know me, I started stealing from McDonald's, nigga. As I ring you up, I rung you out. Fuck y'all laughing at?
We are all diamonds reflecting in the light in our own special way. Something strong in our spirits attacks those who feel as though it's filled with everything they have yet to reach. In reality, it has nothing to do with us, because when we truly love ourselves, we can see the truth. The blacker the berry, the louder the spirit. Black lives have mattered before the saying even existed. The color of our skin, the texture of our hair, and our unique features. Why die to fit in when we were born to stand out? The light we possess will forever outshine any darkness thrown our way. When you have the courage to be yourself and share the gifts that you were blessed with, you give others the art of knowing that they can too. Be a reflection of what it is that you desire. Your soul is beneath no one, and your soul is superior to no one. Your greatness awaits to walk with you in your destined path. I bet you were expecting to hear something different. Probably hoping I'd serve you some tea more specific to business of ours. But I'm just too gifted to be here on bullshit you see. Evolution is key, and stagnation ain't me. Nah, I'd rather admire the beauties of life finding solace in places it'll take most more time to acknowledge.
Hey, that was Deyjah's conclusion. That brings us that brings us to the end of the Libra.
Out right now.
Yeah, actually, it is out as we speak, man. What do you think? What do you think?
They clapping, thumbs up. Okay.
Who wants to speak first? I'm gonna tell you, I ain't picking nobody. Now I am letting you know that after that record with John Legend, that was the record with 21 Savage. That was Thank God. And after that record was Deyjah's Conclusion. And that was the perfect way to end the project for me. I've done records with Eminem that I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get done. We put together a record with Rihanna. We didn't know if it was gonna get done. There was a record with Justin Timberlake. We never knew it was gonna get done. Like all of these times where you have these astronomical figures in music and these big like icons, and you never know, like, they really gonna do this shit for real. All right. I even did a record with Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, and Kanye, all on the same record for my album, for my project. And I have never felt more like this motherfucker is not gonna do this shit than I did when I was waiting for Deyjah to give me whatever it was that she had to give me for what you hear. I always felt like, man, she is really not finna do this shit for real. I asked Domani, you think she gonna do it? He's like, like, I don't got her doing it. But she did. Shocked the shit out of me. And even more so surprising was the things that she had to say. Now that the project is actually out, you all can go to Apple Music. As a matter of fact, that's a mandate. Everybody right now, grab your phones and go to wherever you stream your music and make sure that you have access. Bam, shout out, say, man, don't play with me. Don't you play with me, champ. Got it already. I appreciate that. I want you to all know how much I appreciate you. I want you to all know how much of a motivation you are and how important you are to the things that keep this machine moving. You dig? Killer Mike said some shit, and I keep saying it, and people think that it's some shit that I came up with, but it's really some shit he said to me, and I'm just gonna continue to say it. I wish he was in the room with me so I could say it in his face. But he said to me, if everyone does a little, nobody has to do a lot. That was just like profound and eloquent to me. It was simple yet complex all at the same time. It sounds like there's a bunch of motherfuckers outside of this door that are trying to get in. What's going on?
I just came to say hi before I did.
I bet you did. Oh, what's up, Molly?
What's up?
Come on in.
What's up, y'all? Hey.
How long have you been here?
20 tequilas.
20 tequilas? You've been here for 20 tequilas?
No, 20 minutes. Hi,
Oh,
beautiful.
okay, all right.
Hey, y'all.
This is Molly. Thank you
Hey,
so
everybody.
much.
Hey, I just came to say hi. I'll hit you this week.
Nah, hold up. You finna leave right now?
I'm gonna stay if you what y'all
Nah,
have a
well,
cocktail with me.
I
You know
am
my
about.
birthday is on Monday.
Oh shit! What's up, Libra?
Yes, you already know.
You dig what I'm
Why think we
saying?
friends?
Y'all time almost gone.
What do you mean? Why you doing that? Why must you do that?
Yeah, man, Libra out now.
Now listen, do we do that to Virgos?
I'm not a Virgo.
I know it, but I'm just saying.
I'm gonna do that.
You need to.
What you say?
You know, I'm just telling you,
What it sound like.
these people, these damn Scorpios. All right. Anyway, okay, we have Scorpio in here on the panel, and we have two Scorpios on the panel. Bam, bam, bam. I would like to take this time to remind you guys it is not your time. So
By 7 days.
enjoy this album, though. You dig what I'm saying? This is a proper commemoration of what the Libra means to the zodiac, to the entire horoscope. Yeah, I said that.
Wow.
You drop an album during your season, then, why don't you? You name your album Scorpio, and then
We already gotta figure
that. Hey, listen, man. I can't thank you. And I want to hear about what you guys felt about the album, what questions you may have about the album or the songs that we haven't spoken about. They just want to wave their hand. Kayla got a question.
It's Kayla. Yeah. Okay, so I want to say, first off, I love the cover art. I also like how you decided to like divide it into 3 type of like feels. I think that's really cool. That way, you know, you have everybody, a little something for everybody, you know?
Right.
I like that. And then who did you say, Miss Pat? Is that who did the voiceovers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Miss Pat.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, Miss Pat.
Great accent to the album.
Man, Miss Pat here. You know what I mean? And she has a TV show that's coming out soon, and she's a phenomenal talent, and she has an incredible story. And she is one of the people on this planet that I know you cannot recreate. Her culmination of experiences and things that she's learned, people that she knows that contributes to her output of energy and messages, you can't get that shit nowhere else but from Miss Pat. The same thing Young Thug means to music. You can't get another Young Thug. I don't give a fuck what you do. Same thing that Lil Wayne means to music. You can't get another Lil Wayne. Care what you do. Same thing that Kanye means. Same thing that T.I. means. Fuck. Or Tokyo Jetz means. So you can't go get that shit nowhere else. That is the equivalent of what Miss Pat means. With her generation, given her age group, where she and still talking about shit that she experienced that resonates to the generation of now. That shit is exceptional. I don't know how, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how y'all may not understand the gravitas or the importance of it all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all, that shit is exceptional and it don't come around every day. So appreciate it while it's here. You know what I mean? Thank you.
Shout out to Miss Pat.
Yeah, thank you to Miss Pat. Everybody Google her. Google Miss Pat, comedian Miss Pat. Google her and hear all the other dope ass shit that she already have out there on the internet. And she has a TV show that's coming out soon, and I'm gonna be on it. And there's a bunch of shit going on. So get it in your life. Any more questions? Thank you so much, Kayla.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Any more questions? Yes, Nikki Watson.
Hey T.I.
What's up?
So you talked about the project, and everybody know when you're working on a project, you want to be seamless as possible. So you told us one challenge was getting your daughter on the track. What was another challenge that you would like to share with us? Because everybody want to know, like, what was the grind that you had to go through at times on this project?
I mean, well, getting my daughter on it wasn't really a challenge because I never expected her to do the shit in the first place. So it was like a surprise. It was just kind of like something I just like threw out there. Hey, you want to speak for the women of your generation? You know, I got a spot for you. And she was like, I have something to say. And you know what I mean? I was expecting her to say, Pops, you know better. But she surprised me with, I think I have something. And I was like, okay, get it to me. You know what I mean? So that wasn't a challenge. It was a surprise more so. Other challenges, let me think. Getting Tokyo to do her thing was...
You were the challenge. You had me record more than one song.
Did we get to the best one?
We did.
Okay.
What about, did you have too many songs that you want to put on that album and you had to cut some?
Cause listen, man, first of all, I never planned on putting out no album. Like, this was not in my plan for the year. That shit had nothing to do with my
2020 did it, everybody.
I got thousands of songs. I have thousands of songs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got songs from 2005. You hear me? I got thousands of songs that I didn't use from Urban Legend, songs that I didn't use from King, songs that I didn't use from all of those albums up until now. I got songs with everybody, Timbaland songs, Swiss Beat songs, Pharrell songs. I have songs with Usher, got more songs with Dugg. I'm telling you, listen, the hardest part of putting out an album is deciding what songs don't go on there. There is no shortage of material, I assure you. But I think that was kind of like, you know, that was the process, figuring out what this album was meant to be and what best fit into that criteria.
All right, thank you.
Okay, listen, all of you guys, man, I truly appreciate your time and attention. I thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for everything that you've done to represent me, to represent Tokyo, everyone else at Grand Hustle. If you're ever in Atlanta, go and eat it. Bankhead seafood. But shout out to Miguel, man, for winning the L.I.B.R.A stimulus package. And I'm about to go take a piss and entertain the other side of the building. If there's anything that I could do, you know what I'm saying, to enhance this experience, please let me know. But if you don't do it in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to escape to the toilet. All right? I love, honor, and appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking your time out, spending it with us to commemorate this moment. And I don't want to be long-winded because I have to pee. Excuse me.
Nice seeing y'all. I don't know why he left me by myself. So I'm gonna slide out.